Hey,
Now.
hello.
Hey. Wow. No, you can't throw us under the bus like that, Mog.
What am I doing? I did nothing.
So, welcome. You can all admire Mog's beautiful artwork there while we talk about what we're doing today. So, what are we playing today, guys?
The Fool.
Play Dungeon Dragons nowadays is to stream it.
It looks like it.
I literally played Dungeons and Dragons 2 weeks ago in person.
Betrayer.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Right.
we were invited. Though.
You streamed it. Sadly.
So there's no one in the audience right now. Fun
Well,
I
times.
know it in the audience.
I mean,
But
they didn't tell anyone that we were going to be streaming.
Yeah. We made an announcement like 7 hours ago.
yeah. So, we're streaming today. We're doing a small one-shot, seeing how it works out. If it's something that goes well, maybe we'll turn this into an actual every week or every couple weeks or something stream. So hopefully it
Yeah.
works out. So for those
It's all
who... Say that again?
What?
Okay.
No, just like holding thumbs.
So, for people who don't know anything about Dungeons & Dragons, it's like a imaginary type role-playing game thing where we, pretend we're heroes and fight things by rolling dice. We'll have 3 players, Lark, Hex, and Mog, and I will be running the game as the DM. And yeah, anything to add, guys?
We won't be able to respond much.
Not really that there's anyone to talk at the moment.
And they might give us spoilers.
Spoilers?
Because they can see your screen.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to be seeing my screen, the DM screen, which is different to what they're seeing. But yeah, for anyone who is there by any chance, we're not going to be responding a lot to chat because, we can't see it. But-
Some game.
Yeah, I'll throw eyes every now and again.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream screen and thinking about how many children watch. Well, not children, you watch our show.
Yeah. Did you ever think about the people at home with young children who are seeing this
cool.
more?
It was just flowers, look. Flowers.
But I'm not the one that directly says penis.
It says pen is, the spacing is wrong.
It says pen, middle finger is.
cool. Pen
Yeah,
is
okay, that's
cool.
okay.
Like, you can tell that she's an artist because she really puts thought into composition.
The composition of the dicks.
It's a flower. A special flower. I don't know.
Okay, so, shall we get started, everyone?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's set the mood. Tell me if you guys can hear that.
No, I can't hear that. Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay, then let us do this. No more drawing, please. Okay, so we start our story with 3 strangers, never met before, sitting around a table in a busy tavern. Surrounded by all sorts of folks, some people carrying weapons, some people in plain clothes. Pretty packed place. These 3, however, aren't here to enjoy themselves. But at the moment, they are surrounded on all sides by some armed individuals, making sure they don't move. See, our 3 adventurers here are somewhat freelance adventurers, going out righting wrongs that they find in the world. What unknown to them, though, was there's a law in the lands that they reside in. A law that says one cannot be a freelancer. They looked upon as vigilantes. See, the government has a kind of law of sorts that you must be part of a government-affiliated guild to actually complete contracts. Now, some people see this as a way to hold adventurers accountable, but everyone really knows it's so the government can tax adventurers. Our 3 adventurers here have completed small little jobs, but it's caught up to them, and they've been brought to the local guild to, for any punishment or to pay back any fines owed. So, here they are, sitting at a table, first time seeing each other. Why don't we get them to introduce each other first? Lark, why don't you tell the other 2 what they see when they look over at you?
You see at the edge of the table a very small fellow. He has very neat hair, black, and he seems to have a distant gaze to him. His name is Utador Kni, and he is a monk. In particular, he is the Stunning of the East, as he defines himself.
Wow.
Okay, Mog.
Sorry,
What?
you surprised Owen Wilson wow out of me.
Mog, what do they see when they look over at you?
Oh, they see a girl, I guess, in a cloak, and you can see a bit of the face, so you can see that it's a tiefling with the red skin and completely black eyes, and just kind of brooding over there. And full black and with accents of red roses on her clothes.
Okay.
Oh,
Hex.
black hair and
Black
kind
hair.
of half going over my face like an emo.
Okay. Hex, what do the other 2 see when they look over at you?
Well, right now they see the back of a hair, like a white blonde head, which has a long wavy bob, gesturing to a barmaid because her tankard is empty,
Okay.
with no regard for all the weapons pointed at them.
Okay, so our 3 adventurers, not talking much, just eyeing the place around. The table is theirs. What would you guys like to do in this setting?
Drink. We're in a pub, right?
Yeah, it appears to be a tavern. Some lively music going off in the corner. The bartender's noticing you waving over and is kind of like, ignoring you. Almost seems
That's fine.
purposefully.
I'm still gonna sit here and
I just
brood.
keep waving, pretending I don't notice that I'm being ignored.
I do not like either of these injustices. On the one hand, you should not be drinking at this present moment. On the other hand, the barman should.
Okay, well, first of all, I appreciate your logical approach to the situation, but we're in a tavern, so I feel like your first statement is nonsensical. Why would we be in a tavern but not drinking?
But does it matter anyway? Let her drink. I mean, we're all gonna
Thank
end
you.
up in chains anyway, or dead.
My alarming friend is 100% correct. Apart from that last bit, chains or dead?
Chains
What?
or dead.
This is fine. We're just going to explain our situation and then carry on.
Don't we just
As
break
it-
laws
as-
or something?
It depends on how you look at it.
I have no money to pay any fines, so...
I approach one of the armored guards and tap him on the shoulder. Well, I try to tap him on the shoulder. I sort of tap him on like the hip.
Do you need a lift, little man?
No,
Okay, so-
I got
Did you get up off your chair?
yes.
Okay, so you got off, and one of these 4 armed guards who are watching over you kind of like shift their attention over at you as you approach them. Oi, little man, what do you want?
Well, you just seem to be hanging around. And I
Yeah,
feel like we're here for a reason.
yeah.
So I just wanted to know if the lady over there can have a drink.
Thank you.
Looks like she's had plenty. Why don't you go sit back down, little man? We'll call you when you're ready.
I haven't had more than 3, which is not plenty.
That is a good observation, but that doesn't really answer my question. Is that a strict yes, or is that a strict no?
That's a sit down, little man, before you get in trouble.
Okay, I can do that as well, but once again, you seem to be weirdly dodging, the answer.
I mean, the issue of whether someone can fill this tankard or not
Okay.
doesn't seem like a complicated question.
This isn't just me, he's not just like dodging the strict yes or the strict no.
No, he's being extremely evasive, and I for one do not understand why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very strange.
You do start to notice that 2 of the other armed individuals start making their way towards you. You also notice that several of the patrons of this tavern have also started standing up, brandishing weapons of their own. Get the feeling that it's more than just these 4 people here who are keeping an eye on you.
I don't understand why everyone is so upset about me wanting a drink in a tavern.
Yeah, at this moment you hear coming from behind this armed guard a, very, how do I put this? He's got let's say a much more cheerful voice than Despair does sitting at the table. It's like, alright guys, come on,
That's a very
calm
good
down. First of all, barkeep, bring another drink for the lady. They step aside and you see there a young halfling guy. Black hair, blue eyes, pretty scruffy. He's like, yeah, look, they've been told to keep an eye on you. They just don't want you getting too drunk before you meet with the guild master, that's all. But one drink, I don't see any problem with that, right?
Well, no, clearly I don't see a problem with it.
Alright then, another round. As
Thank
the
you.
bartender brings around. So, looks like you guys have gotten yourselves into some trouble.
Apparently so.
Yeah?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure why.
So, who are you guys? What's your names?
Despair.
Oh, that sounds cheerful.
I'm Ishdur Ni,
Why are you
sending from the east.
introducing
Feeling
yourself by
cheerful
your
when I
very
chose
full
it.
name?
Like, you notice that when you say that, you're actually looking up. You are quite short. This halfling is probably only about a foot taller than you. And he seems to be loving that fact, putting his elbow on your shoulder, leaning up on you. You get the feeling that he doesn't get to do this often.
I sort of look down a little bit sulkily and I go, one day I will be the tall one. One day. Our time is coming.
Yeah, and he walks over to...
Now,
Wait, what was it again? Ashling.
yup,
Ashley.
Ashling.
Ashley. And with his tankard in hand and tries to do a whole cheers tankard bump with you. And you, what's your name?
Bend down and cheers back. You can call me Ash.
Ash. Well, name's Evron. Good, well met. I've been sent to bring you guys to the guildmaster, so drink up and let's head off.
I drink the rest of my water.
Okay, I literally down a tankard of beer with like one finger up while people wait for me.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, do you want to finish mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so you guys finish your drinks and you head off with him. I don't know if he's still here, but Ivy Poison was in chat a while ago.
Ivy.
Alright, so you guys are led out of the tavern and into a room just off of there. As you guys shuffle in, he closes the door behind you, and in front of you is a desk with a chair facing away from you and 3 chairs set up.
I sit in a chair.
Okay?
I
I'm
consider sitting in
assuming
the
all
chair
of you
this
sit
way.
down.
I'm just going to sit up on the normal chairs.
All right. So as you sit down and you look around, you see quite a few. You know, it's a fancy office. There's small little trophies on shelves. Some worn away papers which look like bounty notices stuck to the wall with daggers. Obviously, a little like memorabilia from past contracts that this person had completed themselves. You also notice one shelf seems to be covered in balls of yarn. There's multiple different colors, but that's the only thing on that shelf, just balls of yarn.
That's a man with a hobby.
As the door opens behind you, and in walks a tabaxi. It's rather a ferret here as well. Hey, ferret. So in walks this tabaxi wearing some leather armor. She's got some grey fur, or grey... It's a Bengal coloured tabaxi. For people who don't know what a tabaxi is, it's literally a cat person. Got a little like cut in the ear, you know, from like cat fights, grey in the hair. But she looks over at you two and walks behind the desk and sits down. Well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Introductions, I feel, are necessary at this point.
My tabaxi.
Just give me a quick second. So, introductions, I feel, are important right now. My name is Velvari, Guildmaster of the Red Brand Mercenary Brigade.
What is Valvari doing here? That's my character.
It's a nice touch.
So, introductions. We won't go through introductions again. I guess you guys all just say your name.
I'm Utadorf, standing from the east.
No, you forgot the knee part this time.
Despair.
Oh.
I sit back down and I curl up into lower more.
I continue looking down and twiddling my thumbs.
Well, you lot have been busy, it seems, completing contracts in my territory. No, this is a criminal offense in our great nation. What do you have to say for yourselves?
Well, I wasn't really doing anything. I was doing things with money, gosh.
What specifically makes it a criminal offense?
The government says it's a criminal offense. Vigilantes, we can't have them running around, being unaccountable for public damage.
Aren't affiliated to a guild that makes it a criminal offense.
Well, the government says we can do it, so we do it. The government says you can't do it, so you can't do it.
But what would we need to do to be allowed to do it?
You must be part of a guild.
But can't the three of us be a guild? How many people need to be in a guild?
You need to fill out the paperwork required to be in a guild.
Alright, I'll go get some paper. Would you have some paper?
First, there's a matter of rectifying the wrongs you have committed.
Oh, they're gonna kill us.
So,
They're gonna kill
by
us.
helping
We're definitely
people
going to die.
committed wrongs,
Yes, pretty much. Now look, this isn't a major crime. The death penalty isn't involved. Normally you just pay a small fine and we let you go on your way. So if you could present 2,000 gold, we'll be settled and you can be on your way.
I think I
we
have
have very
exactly
different
0 gold.
Anyone else? 2,000 gold?
I don't believe in currency. I do not attribute value to those things.
Oh,
I can give you 2,000 blessings.
I'd prefer the gold.
2,000 times.
Okay, so, no gold? That's no problem. We
I
have...
don't particularly want to give it to anybody. I
We-
think I'm back to my organization.
We have 2 ways out of this then. One, we can send you to jail. Or, you can complete a contract for us. Do that, and you're
Jail.
free to go.
which jail and for how long?
Say it again.
Which jail
Oh,
and for how long?
oh, you'll go to the. Oh God, Casey. Black Rock Jail for 5 years. How does that sound?
5 years. 2,000 gold versus 5 years. I'm just going to do some math quickly. 365 times 5. I'm not going to count leap years. Divided by 2,000. So if we paid you 9 silver pieces a day, that would buy our freedom.
I guess. Or you could do a contract for me.
But you agree to the 9 silver pieces a day option.
No, I would not. You complete the
But you
contract
cannot
or you go to jail. That's simple.
I knew it. Chains of death. Chains of death.
What's the contract? Because it could be worse than Blackrock.
Oh, it's a very simple item retrieval contract. We've had it come in recently.
So bad.
The reward for it just happens to be 2,000 gold, which is why I think it's perfect for you.
So your idea is to have a group of people that you've never met go and pick up a very important item for you and come back to this particular spot.
Oh no, not for me, for the contract giver. You'll go meet him. You will work out the last parts of the contract, negotiate a better price, preferably, and then retrieve the item for him. You do this, and you can be on your way.
I'll do this.
There we go, we have one taker.
I guess I have no choice. It was between chains of death and.
That's 2 out of 3. Young lady, will you take up the contract?
And the thing about a simple item retrieval is that as soon as they slap the word simple in front of it, you know it's going to be messed up.
Oh, probably. The price tag for this contract is 2,000 gold. You think it's going to be that simple?
Well, then I don't know why you said it was simple. I don't understand why people don't use language properly.
Me neither. Those guards were not good at saying yes or no.
Right?
I tried really hard.
It's true. You know what? I will reserve the right to change my mind while I'm doing it.
Oh, yes. No, that's fine. If you could just report back to here, we'll have the city guard ready to take you into custody.
Well, that seems perfectly fair. So I'll go, and if I change my mind, I'll come back here and you can arrest me.
Yes. And know that we do have clerics in this guild who can track you down now that they've seen your face.
He thinks this is my face.
It's... The guards
Sorry.
work more mysteriously than that, my dear.
Let's take all our faces and leave.
I don't think I could leave without my face.
That's why I said we were taking them.
That's fair. Okay.
But wait, before I leave,
Yes.
can I please use my cantrips to knock all the balls of yarn off the shelf?
Alright, what cantrip would you like to use?
I don't know. Not cantrip. Prestidigitation should do it, right?
Harmless effect, like a puff of wind. Yeah, I guess you could make a puff of wind and knock over
Cool.
1.
I've got like still spells and stuff. Yeah, but if I blow it the right way, won't it knock over like a bunch?
It's a cantrip, Casey.
It's just balls
Fine.
of
I'm
yarn.
using a higher level spell.
It's a balls of yarn.
Okay, fine. You cast Prestidigitation, causing a slight gust of wind, which knocks one ball of yarn into another, causing a cascade events of the yarn falling off the shelf. Just give me a second.
that it wasn't me, it was the slight breeze from me opening the door.
Wait, hold on a second. Ah, shit, I thought I had this open. Hold on. In the meantime, Ferret came, said, "What the fuck is this?" and then said, "Be right back."
Surprise! It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Nothing from you, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
We never actually said we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, we just said special stream.
The Pixel knew we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Pixel knew we're playing Dungeons and Dragons?
I think you mentioned it in my stream.
Ah, I'm out of here. It's still
Okay.
relatively safe.
So, the slight wind in the room was enough for this tabaxi to notice what was going on. Seeing, like, the slight hand gesture that you made and the muttering.
No, I said I have the still spell thing. That's the thing I took.
Still spell?
Where you don't have to make a noise or, like, move.
Well, no, you have to make a noise, but you don't move.
No,
Is
but
that-
no, I've got a feat that makes it so that your spells are, like, not noticeable if you concentrate.
You got feet?
Hold on. Well, no, it's a thing. It was a thing. Oh, fuck me.
Feature and trait?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. Subtle spell. When you cast a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to cast it without any sound or what S or V components.
Where is that?
Okay, if you go to feats and traits,
Yeah.
and then you scroll down, sorcery feats.
Oh, it's
S
meta
and-
magic. When you cast 1
Yeah.
sorcery point to cast it without somatic or verbal. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Her perception was still high enough that she noticed the wind and heard the yarn ball starting to move. Just in time for the yarn balls to fall to the ground. And
But
you
she
almost
can't
noticed the
me.
her ears perk up, the pupils instantly dilate, and the hair stand up a bit, and she almost jerks towards the yarn balls, but manages to stop herself. But it's very much like a cat moving towards a rolling ball of yarn.
See you when I come back to be arrested.
Okay, well, we can't just have you wandering off. We don't trust strangers that easily. Bron, get in here. She calls off as the door opens and a medium-height human walks in. With black hair with white streaks going through it. And she says, "This is Bron. He will accompany you to the contract giver. Make sure everything is settled, and then you'll go off on your way. Sound good?"
None of this sounds good, but sure.
Sure.
Sounds horrible, I think.
Alright,
The
then,
worst thing that's happened.
away with you. And remember that the Red Brand has its ways of finding you, so don't betray my trust. As she gestures for you guys to leave.
You can't betray what you don't have.
Goodbye. I'm gonna just strut out the door.
Do you need help with those yarn balls? No? Are you good? Okay.
No, I'm good, thank you. Away with you now.
Okay.
I make a point of standing just slightly too long before I leave.
Okay.
So that it's just a little bit awkward, and then I go.
Great. Alright. You guys walk out, and Braun leads you over to a counter where there's a very elderly looking goblin sitting behind the counter. And he says to her, "Alright, they can have back their weapons now," as she reaches down and brings all of your weapons up one by one, and you're able to take them back. And then he leads you guys outside. And Ferret's back.
Effort.
Why do I see 69% in the top right?
Actually,
I do not see 69%, Ferret.
oh, it's because of the zooming thing. Look at the zoom in thing.
Oh.
Nice. Classy.
So that's the Zoom. And by the way, for it, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's what the fuck this is.
Yep.
Alright. So outside, he introduces himself as Braun, and yeah. He leads you guys off in the road out of town, and you guys are on the road. Is there anything you would like to talk about or discuss on the way?
Excuse me, Braun.
Yes.
Could you explain to us who we're going to meet?
He reaches into his cloak and pulls out the contract. Says the guy's name is Otis. Filled out the contract last week, sent it to us. He wants help finding a lost artifact in a temple. Pretty much it. That's the way that these contracts go. They're vague. Get your attention, then you get there and it's too awkward to decline them. So you just do it.
We know. We've all been doing contracts. That's why we're here.
Really? That's not what I heard. I thought you guys were breaking the law.
It's the same difference, potato, potato.
Breaking your law. I was doing everything by the books where I came from.
It's true.
Relax, it's a stupid law anyway.
Thank you.
It's just a way for our corrupt government to charge adventurers, otherwise we'd be making lots of money and there'd be none for them.
Boo capitalism.
I don't think that's a thing that exists in our fantasy world, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I pay money just now for my beer? Wait, no, I didn't. You know what? You're right. Clearly there's no capitalism yet.
Holy crap, I forgot about that.
Well, no, the halfling bought it.
Oh yeah, everyone brought that for you. By the way, you freaking out because Velvari's in this. You completely ignored your foster child.
Oh shoot, that was my foster child.
Yes.
Why is he drinking beer?
That Velvari, the tabaxi, is Mog's character from the one-shots that I did for her.
Although she doesn't have that accent.
No, because you didn't do an accent.
No, she just has a very stern voice. Neutral.
Well, whatever. So, you guys are on your way. He leads you along the path, and it's about a 30-minute trek to the Galathan Forest. Those of you from this area, I don't know, we didn't set out who was from the area, would know the Galathan Forest. It's the biggest forest.
Do I know this because I'm really...
You would know this, yeah.
I'm a book person?
And you're a druid.
Yes.
So you would know the biggest forest in this region is the Galathan Forest. That picture is so much blurrier than it used to be. Is it blurry on your
I
screen?
think it takes a while to load. The other one started off blurry for me too. It's
It
fine
looks like
now.
my one, but I have the zoom to 50%. Maybe it's that?
That's fine now.
Very picture steer. Who
It's-
doesn't love a creepy?
It's me.
Skeleton first.
Right, so, Braun's led you about half an hour to the forest edge, and he looks around and... Yeah, screw the description. You guys are led to a campsite. It's a very little ramshackle, one tent, little fireplace there, but there in the campsite you see a gentleman waiting for you. And this is very much a gentleman. The guy's wearing a little petticoat, has a little monocle as well. And he's got his back to you at the moment. He's wearing a petticoat, yes.
Like, how is he wearing a petticoat?
Wait, what is a petticoat?
Petticoat is something you wear under a dress.
Well, then he's wearing like a vest. Shut up, okay?
It's laced around it. You
Sure.
wear under a dress
Just-
to make sure the dress
just-
moves properly and it's see-through.
Just,
Great.
he's not wearing a petty. Okay, you guys stumbled upon
Wait,
him.
Nobody likes.
I don't.
You
No,
guys
it's fine.
stumbled upon him during his private time and he was wearing a petticoat, only to notice you run back into his tent and come out 5 minutes later wearing slacks and a vest and a monocle. Happy now?
No, I liked him better in the petticoat.
Right, so, retconning that, He's got his back to you as you approach the campsite. Braun tells you guys to wait here, runs on ahead. You see them talking, and then he ushers you guys forward. As you approach the gentleman... Hold on, how is this voice going to go now? Greetings! Welcome to my humble campsite. My name is Otis Rula, professor with tenure at the Castilian University. Well met, as he extends his hands out to all three of you.
I shake his hand and compliment him on his petticoat.
I take a bow.
I
That's a
sheepishly
given-
grab
that's
his
a
hand
con-
and shake it. And
Well
retreat
met.
very-
I gather that you lot are the ones who will be completing my contract for me, yes?
I guess.
I feel that he doesn't get many other visitors then.
Oh.
I mean, we could be anybody.
This isn't really my home. This is just my temporary forward base while I wait for my prized artifact to be retrieved for me.
It's okay, sir. I understand.
I think this is lovely.
I'm a
Don't be ashamed.
professor. My actual abode is much fancier than this, I can assure you.
Of course it is. Of course it is. His abode is fancier.
Anyway, moving on.
I mean, this looks better than what I live in.
That's... You are very downer, you know that?
I've been told.
Anyway, would you like to hear the terms of the contract? I assume that's why you've come?
Yes, yes, please.
Sure.
Please proceed, sir.
Alright. You see, near here, in the forest, or while about an hour away, there's a clearing where you'll find a very old temple. In that temple, my research has led me to believe, is a certain tome of secrets. My voice is completely gone. How was this voice going again? Oh,
Sean Connery.
Yeah, I was trying to go for Sean Connery. Bomb. Shaken, not stirred. So, if you could venture your way to this temple, retrieve my artifact, and return it to me, I can give you the payment and you can be on your way. How does this sound?
This sounds according to plan, but the payment...
Ah, yes, the payment. 2,000 gold upon completion.
But what if it was more?
Well, a significant amount of my tenure is going towards this. Look, I really need this artifact. It's vital to my research.
Yeah,
So-
which tells me that.
I'd be willing to raise the price by maybe 100 gold. How does that sound?
Like, not very much gold.
Was our freedom based on the person, or was
No,
that...
no, overall.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll take that.
No. We can up this. But the thing is that you're not really paying for this. Your university is. So 2.5.
True 5. Okay, roll a persuasion check.
You got it. Let me just find my.
While you're doing that, Ferret is going like crazy in the chat. Is this a fucking Google picture because they lame to make one, I think. That gentleman is a child locker. You want
I
candy?
think it's nice.
The temple is a secret path to the magic onion that's guarded by Potato. He's a gold digger.
Okay, I'm missing with my broke. I did not persuade him.
What did you get?
I got 9.
Ah, you see, 2.5. I still have to eat. So I think we'll settle with the 2,100 that I first raised it to.
Okay, well, what about 2,250?
I think 2,100 is enough.
What about 2,300?
Braun at this point steps in and says, they'll take the 2,100.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Oh, here's Braun.
I'm
He's
Braun.
not afraid.
I'm here to
Well-
make sure that you don't screw up this contract for us. and then I get to go back home.
Your furry boss friend specifically told us to negotiate the price.
And you did that badly.
I did it better than he did it, she says, pointing at the monk.
Do not believe in currency. Why are we doing
And
this?
yet
apart
it
from our
still
freedom?
exists.
Can't prove that.
Then we're arguing over things that aren't real.
Okay, I'll just
Sounds
give it.
better.
I'll give it a go. Come on.
Thank
Can't
you.
you just help out a poor little person? I mean,
Roll a persuasion check, Mog.
what is that?
Huh? Roll a d20, add your persuasion.
Persuasion. I don't think I'm very persuasive.
You have a +3 to persuasion.
Do I?
Yeah.
Incidentally, while all this is happening, I'm just going to be staring at Braun and
So I
smiling
have to
vaguely.
add 3. 13.
Hmm?
13.
13. Okay. We'll get to that. While you're staring at him, roll a perception check.
Oh wow, this dice is not serving me well today. I see nothing.
Okay,
I
you
got
see
4.
nothing.
Do I do a perception check?
No,
Because I'm maybe
X was
staring
staring
at
at
him.
Braun.
I'm always looking at him.
um, you were looking at him, yeah, but this was to see if you noticed something.
No, that's what I mean. Is that I'm like looking at him, but I'm not really looking at him.
No,
Yeah.
we're not supposed to draw.
Okay, so
No, I'm not staring at him.
despair. Otis scratches his scraggly beard and looks at you and says, "You know, you look like you need the money. You are a very shy-looking person. So for you, I would say 2,400 gold."
There.
Wow, I was looking for 300.
And it's much better, isn't it?
Yes,
Hmm?
that's excellent. Thank you so much.
Ashley.
And I glare at Braun and point out that we could have argued higher if he hadn't stepped in.
Look, I just want to go home. So they'll take the 2,400. You guys, when you're done, come back here. Remember, if you don't come back to the guild afterwards, we will find you and kill you.
Kill us? So we were told this wasn't a death matter.
No, if you don't want to do the job, you can get arrested, but if you betray the red brand, we will kill you. I thought that
I haven't
was
found it.
made obvious, but okay, we'll kill you.
And you.
You've been warned.
Chains of death.
They'll try and kill us.
Chains
Sounds
of death.
reasonable.
Right, so Braun steps back again, says Otis walks up again, well, goes back to his tent, comes back, you'll be needing this, and he holds out a map. Who would like to take the map?
Give it to the short one.
Right, so he hands it over to the short one.
Shouldn't I have it
I'm
because
handy. I
I'm
need
smart?
to carry as little as possible.
It's a piece of paper.
It's a big piece of
You
paper.
carry the map, I'll carry you. How about that?
Why don't you just carry the map?
I lose
Seems
paper.
like-
So he hands the map over to Despair while the other two are arguing about who gets the map.
I take a
And
look
you
at the
open the
Do I
map, and it's a
notice
very crudely drawn map. You know, the trees look like they just squiggled on there. And it's I mean, it's not hard to see what he's trying to get at you, but it's not a perfectly architectural styled map. It says, if you just follow the path and look out for the landmarks, you should find your way there without a problem.
This
Let's
looks
see.
like the child drew it.
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but okay. Well, if that's all, I would like to get back to my business. And please,
Sure, put your petticoat back on. We don't know.
this artifact is very important to me. So, now that you've accepted my contract, I think I can let you know the reason why I'm asking some adventurers to go for me. You see, I did try to go in myself a few days ago. But only then, when I got there, did I know that a group of gnolls have seemed to set up camp there, claiming it as their territory, and they chased me off quite soon after I showed up. And then since I didn't really get a good look inside the temple, I can't tell you exactly what's in there. So you're going in blind, hence the high price on the contract.
But you do know there's an important artifact.
Yes, in my research, I have come to understand that a very old book is being kept sealed inside. This book is very important for my research. Why I went there, I couldn't get in, so I'm hiring you to do it for me.
But what if someone already took the book?
Well, clear out the knolls if it's not there. Come back and get me, and I can look my shelf.
So you've really hired us to murder a bunch of innocent gnolls.
I've never met or heard of an innocent gnoll myself, but yes, that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's racist, first of all. Second of all, I met a lovely ninja wizard gnoll once. And I would feel terrible killing him.
Ninja Wizard Noel sounds delightful.
Do I know anything about gnolls?
Roll in nature check.
That's fine. We can ask them to leave.
Yeah, I don't know anything about gnolls.
You don't know anything about gnolls.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, you know nothing about gnolls. You don't even know what a gnoll is. Would anyone else like to roll a nature check for gnolls?
I'll roll a nature check for Knowles. Hang on. Wait, do I even have nature?
Nature or history, I guess. Whichever one's higher.
They're both about the same for me, so... 20!
Is that a natural 20?
No, it's a 19 plus 1.
Okay. Alright, so, gnolls. 19 plus 1. Oh, you want to hear about gnolls? Mog's going to the bathroom real quick. So, you know what? I'll tell you what a gnoll is when she comes back. Let's check on Ferret.
Okay, we've also got Starclaw in the Twitch chat.
Oh, really?
He says, stay away and listen.
Stay away and listen. Stay a while and listen. Oh, cool. Welcome, Starclaws. Hopefully you're still here.
Yeah. And you're staying a while and listening.
Yeah. They can go through. Potate costs enough money, like $1. You blind Hex? I got a frickin' potate. Also, Elite, have you already used the tell me voice? No, Ferret, I've not used the tell me voice. That's the tell me!
Tell me.
So when we were doing Doki Doki,
Yeah, me too.
Sayori had the tell me voice.
I see.
The map
As
is
long as you
drawn
don't
by a
use
child.
voice, it's fine.
And then Starclaw says num num. So Starclaws is here, awesome. Okay, so
thanks.
Mog is back. Alright, so being a well-traveled monk as you are, Oot, I guess I'll call you, you've come across many gnolls. Now, while there is the exception of an intelligent gnoll going out there and doing good for the world, gnolls, as a stereotype and as a generalization, are savage beings which exist only to hunt and kill anything that moves. They tend to come in a pack. They are hyena-type humanoids that don't really even communicate in common. They have their own form of like cackling, grunting language between them. If you see a gnoll, it's literally going to try kill you and eat you. That is what people generally think of when they think of gnolls.
Okay. So, does anybody here know what a gnoll is?
I mean, I think that I do.
What do
I
you
thought
think a
that I
gnoll is?
did.
No, you've never heard of gnolls before.
But I haven't heard of it.
I don't know.
I cannot necessarily know anything about them.
I might have missed the chapter on gnolls.
Oh yes, they are hyena, and they're generally quite mean.
Well, even though I've only told this to you now because the DM forgot to mention it before you guys agreed to take the contract, you can't really turn back now because we've shaken our hands for it. And
It seems
Hold on, I bowed. That's different. That's a form of respect.
sorry, but at the Castilian University, a bow is as good as a handshake. That's our motto.
well, it sounds like it's full of quacks.
Well then, I wish you lot luck, and please return to me as soon as possible.
Thank you. We will. Shall we settle?
Sure.
I take it as a yes. I'll start wandering off.
Alright.
Yeah.
So he very quickly stops you and says, you've actually got to go inside of the forest, pointing into the forest.
I thought it would be good to go around it and see how big it is first.
It's
Or go straight through.
It's as a druid, despair, and knowing this forest, you know this forest is like thousands upon thousands of acres big. So you very quickly correct him.
It might not be best to not go around. Unless you plan to do this for weeks.
How long do we have again?
Oh, you
Braun's
know, they
like-
didn't really say.
Bron says, don't do anything but this job. You either die doing this or you come back to us.
You know, I'm starting to find you tedious.
Thank you. Well then, I guess this is where I'll leave you guys. Look, be careful. As much as we have given you shit, we don't want people to just go off and die under our name. So, yeah.
Really impressive that
Good
you
luck.
give it, though. It-
Honestly,
I'm getting a good
you
third of
made me
confidence
feel
from this
otherwise.
Alright, and he turns around and makes his way off.
We won't miss you!
How much little?
And he flips you off as he's walking away.
Well, that made me like him more. I have to go put electricity in, it's beeping.
Go back. Sorry.
Alright, back to Ferret. They are seriously bitches. The knowingless are now the fucking with each other, let them rest. So they are bitches. They are seriously bitches. And they now fucking each other. What? Ferret, are you okay?
These spirits
I have
having
no
a
idea what's
fever.
going on.
It's a child locker. Listen to the ferret in the sky who swears in chat. Ferret knows we're not going to be keeping an eye on chat as often, so she's trying to get away with the swears, Mog.
Ferret's gonna be grounded.
It's
You know-
how you get. Wait. Is Bert still a child of yours? I thought she disowned herself or something.
Bro, it's 9:39 a.m. No, it's not. It's 5:39 p.m.
For me, it's 10:40 a.m.
Cool.
This music is very soothing. I fell asleep to it the other day.
It is nice. I like the birds. The birds are a nice touch.
For the doom and gloom we're about to anticipate.
You're the only doom and gloom that's been here so far, Mark.
I was hoping I came across as gloomy.
You did. Mission accomplished. Did you see the ferret in the sky? No.
Ferret in the sky with
Snake
diamonds.
That's a
Can't
song
wait.
about psychedelic drugs. Alright, so you guys are now left on your own in the camp of Otis.
It's nice. I'm gonna go
What would you
meditate
like to do?
I'm gonna go meditate while I wait for.
The forest is to your right, the road is to your left.
And the camp of Otis is
You're in the camp of Otis.
inside the tent.
No, you're not inside Otis's tent. He's standing there, standing very awkwardly, waiting for you three to walk away.
Guess we're gonna walk. Well, I don't know. Are we walking away, guys?
we can walk away. As long as nothing big happens while walking away.
Oh, is Casey
just
not
like-
back yet?
No, she's not.
I thought I heard her.
No, she's downstairs at the moment. Busy working on electricity.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too. Oh, why am I coughing so much? Why now? Why yeah? Oof.
I'm gonna eat my donut.
You are a donut.
Oh, thank you.
I want to donut.
Can I have a taste of your donut?
Well, you had a donut. This is my donut.
But I'm pregnant. The baby didn't have a donut.
Baby had a donut. I am like I'm there. You see me walking, in the sky. Just set up supersonic racing and run so fast as you can. I think Ferret needs a nap.
Maybe.
Also, donut. Give up.
Donut ever give up.
Oh, I get it. Also, donut give up. That's funny.
I like your donut.
I like this
Tastes
part.
very
There's lots of
good.
mushrooms there. Oh wait, there's not mushrooms, there's the daisies. Come on.
Although that one does look like a mushroom.
Yeah. I gotta glance the very mushroom like, and then I realised. In the meantime, I'm gonna go talk to the monocled man.
Okay. He's still standing there like, oh yes, very good, very good. Kind of like rubbing the heel of his boot into the ground, still standing there awkwardly waiting.
So, were you told that we were arriving, or did you just wait until somebody did arrive after you made the request?
Well, I've been here for a week. I first arrived and tried to venture to the temple myself, only to be chased away by the gnolls. I then wrote the letter, waited for someone to come past on the road, handed it to them, and asked them to take it to the nearest guild.
I see. You must be very bored.
Oh, I have my research books. You know, I keep myself entertained.
What are you
Yes, that's
researching?
fair.
Oh, well, you know, I get my tenure for my research. I wouldn't want my information spread out in the world, you understand.
Can I glance around and see what books he has to see what he's researching?
Make a perception check.
Isn't that the point of researching, is to spread knowledge across the world?
Yes, once my research is already, completed, I can send it out into the world. But if I reveal it too soon, someone else will take credit, you understand?
Going on fire.
That's fair. Speaking of which, I should go and take a look at this research. On a completely unrelated note.
Wait, what you talking about his research?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that will be a good idea. It's very, very secretive work. If you like, I can send you, as a thank you, a finished draft after I publish it. I'll even sign it for you. Otis Ruler, how does that sound?
That sounds like a name.
That is my name, yes.
11.
Yep.
11. You look around and you see a fireplace and a tent. You gather most of his research is inside the tent.
That makes sense. I better not look inside the fireplace. We're talking to the monocled man about his research and stuff.
Why?
Because we're waiting for you.
I found a really nice letter.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Alright, so shall we-
this person the end boss says Ferret. Oh hell no.
Could you imagine, like, he first started with, like, muscles from his petticoats?
He's not wearing a petticoat!
Hey, you specifically said he was.
No, he's going to be for his final form. It was foreshadowing.
Like you showed up while he was planning his evil, like, uprising. Oh no, they shouldn't see this!
His evil petticoat schemes.
Then you guys have to fight him in a bikini and a petticoat.
Okay, shall we head into the forest?
Yeah.
Despair, you have the map, so I'm assuming you are heading the team.
Is anyone else more proficient in things than I am? What do you need to be proficient in with map reading?
There's no proficiency for map reading.
Okay.
I'm going to have whoever is leading the party roll a survival check once you enter the forest.
Maybe I shouldn't do it though.
Okay.
That's
then-
okay.
Can I do it?
Then
What's
who
your
wants to
survival-
lead the party?
I mean, I can. Okay, I guess I'll just leave. Fine.
Okay. So you guys make your way into the forest, led by Despair, holding the map.
It's not a great thing to say to let out of space.
Despair, roll a survival check.
You better not fail me, dice. Orange one is being quarantined.
Don't throw dice across this room.
13.
Hold on, I did actually write this down, the DC.
And it even rolled on a. Is that a 1 or a 7?
That's a 7. Okay, no, you succeed.
Okay.
It was a low DC with the amazingly drawn map. So, it takes a little while longer than he first said, because, you know, the landmarks were pretty badly drawn onto the map itself. The map reading wasn't in question at all, though. And, yeah, you guys make your way, and you start to see in the distance. Mog, what are you doing?
It's just being weird.
Yeah, but every time you do that, it like shuts off the sound. Can you hear?
Yeah. It's not so clear. Go ahead.
So you start to notice the tree line thinning as Despair points out that you should be arriving at your destination pretty soon. Would you guys like to just make your way out into the clearing?
Well, I'm gonna take a look around in the clearing before we go into a clearing.
Can we do some stealth or just like around sides to get a better look through there?
Sure, if you guys would like to make the final approach to the clearing stealth, everyone roll a stealth check.
Nice. God damn it, so you're gonna be quarantined too.
This will be a group stealth check, unless you guys are splitting up. So it'll be like...
Maybe I should have put more points into dexterity.
I did try to warn you.
I got 9.
How do we roll for group stealth?
Well, no, it's the same, but then it's like an
Okay.
average.
10.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. I got 22.
I got 19.
Okay. So, two of you are rather, good at this. You are stepping over the branches, roots without a problem. One of you, the one who should be more adept at making her way through forests, seems to find the nice crispy leaves. And starts to walk on them only to be stopped by you other two in time before, making too much of a noise. And you guys are nicely stealthed as you can make your way to the edge of the clearing. Hold on, I need to
Do we see?
bring you guys... What do you see? As you make your way to the edge of the clearing, that is what you see.
Oh. Are those some knolls?
Yeah, so you... Pretty much that is what you see. You guys are gonna be here in this tree line. Nicely stealthed, as far as you know. So you see the temple in front of you, built into the side of a mountainy hill. Just at the entrance of the temple is a ramshackle makeshift campsite thing, made of like hides of animals and stuff like that, and two humanoid creatures at the fire.
Okay.
We could look for a side entrance.
So we try to go around them, or because the guy does want them out of here, although only if we don't find the temple.
Yeah,
the
I
map
think
thing.
we should avoid murder wherever possible. That's like my credo. Credo?
I mean, if they're known as pretty vicious things, it's not like gonna. Nothing murder hurt.
I'm sorry, what race are you?
She's a tiefling.
People say about tieflings?
Stuff.
Aren't you just the one that was talking about not doing generalizations?
Well, that's my point. Thank you so much. Is that a tiefling probably shouldn't be talking about how terrible gnolls are. Because you want to rise above your stereotype, maybe they want to rise above theirs.
I'm assuming this is a whispered conversation you're having.
Yes, sorry.
I mean, fine.
Okay. We need to find them a way to get around them that doesn't really leave us open if they do notice us.
Well, let's look for a side entrance.
It looks like there's just this one ramp there.
That's
If we go
like
around-
a. Sorry, my Photoshop skills are still improving. That is the temple. So like
Okay,
it's like a roof kind of deal.
okay.
So if we go around the back of those tents, okay, and then edge along the cliff face to that side, to behind that boulder, maybe we can get in a window or something.
Make a
Is that
perception
someone?
check.
I
Hex.
don't know. 21.
Okay, so you like take a little time to just like eye the area that you can see. You notice that like there's only really one entrance, and it's that one right there, like in the center. No windows to say, because this is a very old temple that seems to be built into the cliff. You also get, focus more on the gnolls. And, like, yeah, they seem to be cooking something over their fire. Something that probably was moving around. You can't really tell what it was. But yeah, two gnolls, as you know them, just sitting around the fireplace. As you observe them, though, you do notice something else.
Probably
Oh,
eating
crap.
sentient
Hold on.
flesh.
That's weird. The game just exited out.
So we lost.
So we
Mog.
lost them as well. So technical difficulty. Do
But
do
they're
do
still
do
here on the chat.
do 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 do. Do can you hear me?
We accidentally exited the thing. Make sure OBS is still recording that.
And it just kicked me out again. OBS is still recording.
No, if it closes and opens again, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's still recording. Oh, wow. Lark and Hex. Hex and Lark. Can you hear me? Hex and Lark?
I hear coughing in the distance like Lark went away.
Yeah, it's being weird. This is great. You have your phone there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, woot woot. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We are working on them as expediently as possible. Me heard me singing and rage quit. Says Ferret in the meantime. Tech allow. Hex and Lark. Lark and Hex. But Hex is also no longer there.
He had a sniff
Yeah.
and a cough. I heard the vibration of the phone when my message got sent through.
Hold on, I can do this. We can communicate this way. Larkison.
I'm sending messages saying whoop whoop.
You're back from it?
Nope, but your phone keeps buzzing.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
So they can't hear
So
us.
they can't hear us. Great. What is
Maybe
going
your
on?
voice, your mic is off on the thing.
I activated it when it asked me to activate it. Also now there's hi on the
Are we
screen.
the ones who are silent now? No, this still seems to be that.
Like we can hear you
It's at full
guys.
volume. Okay, so Leet can hear us, but we can't hear Leet.
It would appear that way, yes. Can you hear me now? Woot 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 woot.
Auto communications. I can hear the music.
Woot woot.
That's still going.
Woot woot woot. It says temp microphone is allowed.
Communications. This could try different. No, wait, that's my input source. That's fine.
Woot woot. Woot woot.
Fine as well.
Bless you. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Bless you.
Closing it again. Trying. Gonna open it. See if that works. Be right back, y'all.
Okay, cool.
And we're back.
Hello.
Technology. I love it so much, guys.
Always finds a way. Always
Okay.
finds a way.
So, as I was saying, you are keeping an eye on the gnolls. You've noticed that they're cooking something unsavory on their fireplace.
It's threats of some sort form.
But
Yeah.
Maybe a creme brulee.
given the fact that you've been able to observe them for a couple minutes, you did notice that 2 more have come out of the actual temple and have started, grunting, communicating over at their allies.
Awesome.
So there's only 2 outside. There's more inside that we're gonna have to worry about.
Can we guesstimate how many there are based on the size of the camp and how much food they're cooking?
Sure, make an intelligence check. Wait, would it be intelligence? Let me just double check what there is available.
I don't know, but I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so you converse with the one who's, skilled in the knowledge of gnolls, the short little man to your side, discussing on average type troop size of gnolls. You also look at the size of the encampment along with the amount of food stores they've got and the food that they're currently cooking, and you estimate the numbers to be anywhere between 4 and 8. Jesus, natural 20 to determine how many gnolls there are.
Hey man, the dice falls how the dice falls.
Regardless of how many there are, we can't guarantee where exactly they're positioned inside.
No, but it's still good to not be surprised. Let's work on the idea of there being 8.
Okay.
4 of which are currently outside, which means that if we can get into the temple unseen, we can barricade it from the inside and shut those 4 out, and then deal with the 4 inside, and then deal with the 4 outside later.
Suppose that's fair.
So what we need is a distraction to lure them into the forest.
Okay, just as another note, going off the perception check you had earlier, one of the 2 that came out was a lot bigger than the others. Seemed to be adorned in bone type armor, probably from the kills that he's had in the past, some kind of trophy or whatnot. But he also has, pinned to this bone armor various accoutrements. Bits of, marble, little brass statues, little trophies that he seems to value, that he adorns his armor with. But he's also probably, 1.5 times the size of all the other gnolls.
My nose wrinkles up and I go, ugh, tacky.
I can use some, how do you say it?
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy to make a sound in the distance and make them go that way, but I can only do it up to 30 feet.
Up to 30 feet. How many squares is that?
So on your side there'll be a shape that looks like a circle with a ruler. If you click on that and then drag it along the squares, it'll actually tell you how many feet there are in between 2 points.
Okay, cool. We'll give that a try. Where's the space? Space over here. It's not a very far distance. I'm trying to think of a good way to mislead. I won't be able to mislead them long range. I might be able to stay behind, call them over that way, and then run for it. But all of us as a group. There's someone in particular that you could throw it to, because if at the moment it's just 30 feet away from us, they could still notice us make it through.
Alternatively, we could just murder them all.
Why do you want to do
We
that?
should murder them.
I'm a changeable person.
You're flexible.
Especially when it comes to moles.
What we just not discriminating.
The shit she just gave you. It's like, you know, willing to murder if they're gnolls.
I'm not murdering them because they're gnolls. I'm murdering them because I'd like to get in and out as quickly as possible. And again, I'm not saying that we are going to murder them. I'm saying it's an option.
If we attack now, we at least get an opportunity to strike first.
I mean, I could just bear with me. I could walk into the middle of the camp and ask them if we can go inside. And when they say no, you two can attack from the shadows.
I guess that could work.
You see
we're only
the-
able to attack two.
Oddly depressing looking tiefling smirk a little bit.
Why? Because she wants to attack from the shadows, or because she thinks that that plan will definitely result in me dying?
Because she thinks it's gonna fail. And she thinks that you're really crazy for wanting to walk out and to say hello to these little guys.
Well, you know, let me just review my arsenal here and see if I can do anything useful. Well, I could shoot at them from here. My chaos bolt goes 120 feet.
Let's see what that is. We'll draw it up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably long enough. Yeah, that's what the map.
I can do a tidal
So-
wave.
If I shot a chaos
That's a little-
bolt randomly into the forest, do you think they'd go look? It seems like a waste.
I don't want to use a third level spell.
I guess, yeah, you could throw them together half the forest and see if that grabs their attention. And then Mog could flood the place.
That's a third level spell.
What's a
So
third level
the
spell?
guy,
Tidal wave.
I'm just, you know, like extrapolating based on what I can see here. That big fellow, right?
Yeah.
Odds are he likes to troll through dungeons because he's got all that magpie stuff pinned to his lapels. So, do you think he would believe that we were ghosts?
I could. Oh, wait.
You know about gnolls. What's the average intelligence?
I was gonna say I could make a astral projection that could maybe convince them that there's a ghost about.
I mean, I can turn invisible and be a ghost.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you should do that because I can only make arms at the moment. I can only make astral arms.
I can't be invisible for very long. But if we also cast like prestidigitation and stuff and make wooing sounds and like rattle some stuff,
I can make rattles and stuff with thaumaturgy.
If you stand 30 feet away from Despair over there, right, invisible, she could make the rune sounds for you.
I mean, I'm invisible. I can make wooing sounds.
Alright. Just saying, Despair might be more convincing at wooing.
Oh,
While
I can
you're
make one of
planning
you.
this, the Immortal Fire is in chat. D&D, huh? It's 2 a.m. in Canada. Yes, D&D, welcome.
2 a.m. is a great time for D&D.
Yeah,
Best time.
always is a great time for D&D.
That's also true.
But it's like 11 a.m. for us, so.
It's actually 11:11.
Oh, yeah. 7/11. Alright, so what was happening? Alright.
We're discussing how to be ghosts.
I say we give it the old college try.
I agree.
You got the invisible.
I could
This-
make you invisible.
We
I don't want to be
gonna
invisible.
miss the chance to attack him.
Okay.
Let's just go with this crazy plan.
Okay, wait, I have an idea. Why don't I go invisible?
Mhm.
Oh, apparently I can be invisible for up to an hour, so that's something.
Yeah, that's handy.
Set fire. Do their thing.
Oh,
Why are you always in
And then
trouble?
we'll make fake footprints running back into the forest. So it's like someone ran up, set their tents on fire, and ran into the forest. And then we'll all just go inside the castle.
Won't they come back after not
Yes, but
noticing?
barricade
that.
the castle from the inside so they can't get in.
why don't we get that chance?
Then how are we gonna get out? Leave this place?
We'll kill them later.
I mean, I know what Creed would say if he was here. Why kill later what you can kill now?
I mean, maybe there's a back door out of there. We don't know. Maybe we don't have to kill them at all.
Oh, also, Starclose suggests smoke signals on the Twitch thing. Okay.
Okay, so, like, Hex, who has been keeping an eye on them, is noticing one of the gnolls is, like, sniffing the air in your guys' general direction.
I think we're going to have to make up our minds pretty quickly.
Alright. You go be invisible. I'm going to go lurk in the shadows over there. I try to get a better view of inside the area before I go in. Report to all what's there.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to sneak around over here, like behind the tents,
Uh-huh.
and try to get a better view of inside the temple.
Why don't I do that if I'm the one who's going to be invisible?
Okay, you can do that, but you still got to be like quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I done anything recently to imply that I'm incapable of being quiet?
No.
Who was standing on the crackly leaves? This messy bitch.
Hey,
As a note, invisibility for stealth just gives you advantage for stealth.
I know.
Yeah, you can still fail stealth while invisible.
Oh, that's my secret lead. I can fail anything.
That's my
So
secret cap.
Wow, so sneak over there.
No,
Look.
I don't have to be invisible for an hour. I can be invisible for an hour.
You lose
But
it when you
takes-
cast a spell or attack as well.
Yeah.
Go invisible, go over there, look inside the temple.
Why don't I
Come
make
back
you
to-
invisible?
Okay. You can do that.
I can.
Do it.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'll make you invisible. You go for a scout mission, okay? If everything goes pear-shaped, I'll shoot at them.
Okay.
Keepling, do you agree? I forgot your name, so I'm being racist.
Despair.
despair.
How could I forget?
How could you?
Whatever.
Cool. So that's what we're doing. All right, I'll cast invisibility on Oot.
Okay.
I'll
I
heal
guess
you
I'll-
when this all fails.
Ferret, they are not having sex.
Who's having sex?
Ferret's saying the gnolls are having sex, and Patrick's involved somehow.
Who's Patrick?
From SpongeBob. So anyway, there's an invisible gnome. There's an invisible gnome next to you now.
Yay.
Off you go, little buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for stealth.
They can still smell you, by the way.
So, yeah, the one that was sniffing the ground is also, like, moving in this general direction.
Okay, well, my stealth is only 13. Do I get a bonus for being invisible?
And if you're invisible, you can roll with advantage.
What's with advantage?
So roll
Exactly.
again, take the higher number.
Oh, okay, cool.
He takes the higher number.
I take the high number, which is 13. Still,
Is
We don't
that
wanna
with
talk
your
about
bonus?
girls.
that was with my. I only rolled a 7, which is unfortunate. Then I plus my 6 for stealth, so that's 13.
Jeez.
And just now I've rolled a 1, so
I look disappointed and get my chaos bolt ready.
Okay, so as far as you guys know, there's still an invisible gnome next to you. Wait, hold on, would you? Passive perception 12, passive. Okay, Mog. Oh, sorry, Despair. You can pretty well know where this gnome is stepping. You know, leaves and grass, depressions as it walks away. Ash, you don't see anything. But yeah.
Oh, he messed up.
So you are able to move your own character. So move your character where it wants to go.
Okay. Wait, should I go by my land speed and move that much, or should I just go?
This guy's like moving around pretty slowly, so you can just move to where you want to go.
Yeah. I'm on. Oh wait, this is still my measuring
Oh,
stick.
fuck. By the way, the second I shoot at them, you won't be invisible anymore.
Is that I thought it would be the second I attack. I'm invisible.
No, one concentrating on the spell.
Your
Then I don't
concentration will only break if you cast another concentration spell. You can keep it up and cast other spells.
Okay, cool.
How do I move my dude guy? Because I put the mouse on.
There's the cursor icon in your little menu thing, and
Yeah.
then the select mode. That should allow you
Oh,
to click on him and then move him. I'll
Oh.
move him out over there so you can get him better.
For some reason I can't select mode. Select or move. It's grayed out for me.
Oh, Jesus, I haven't given you guys control over your characters yet. There you go. You can move him now.
Yeah.
Hex can move hers already. And Mog can move hers.
Okay, I'm gonna take the long route actually, because I don't want to just walk right through these guys. I'm gonna go like this way.
You just walk right past that guy.
I'm invisible. I don't need. I mean, like I don't.
He can't smell you and hear you.
I'm not
If
announcing
his
all
stealth
that.
was low enough, which it wasn't, you managed to walk past this knoll, and he seems more focused on what he smelt earlier to notice you.
Oh snap, he's coming towards us.
All
I'm
right,
pretty sure it's you that he can smell.
I'm gonna
I
go
smell
here through
fire.
this crack over here.
Yeah, that's a like hole in the roof which is collapsed inwards.
Oh, whoops. Okay, well I'm gonna try and look into the temple in general.
The entrance would be where these two knolls are, the ones
Yeah.
right next to. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I feel uncomfortable doing this, but I'm doing this. What do I
And you
see?
take a look inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a glance inside.
Do you have dark vision? You do.
I
So
do
you
have
look
dark
inside. The only light source is from that hole in the ceiling. And like a quick look inside, because you're in the middle of two knolls, you see nothing alive in there. Just some rubble. There's a circular table in the middle, some pillars. But yeah, from a quick glance inside, that's what you can see.
Right. I'm gonna head back real quick. That guy's getting closer. Do you guys not want to like? I can't say that.
Why doesn't he make it to?
Wait. If I trip him, will I become visible again?
No, because I'm the one holding the spell.
If you attack, the spell's dropped as well.
Oh,
When the
is it?
invisible being attacks, it's dropped.
It's not so much an attack. It's just an interact. Fine. Okay. I'm just gonna head back in here.
Hex, you've been keeping an eye on these knolls, so you're noticing this knoll is getting closer to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, just let him get in the tree line and then we'll kill him. I mean, what?
So if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna walk over there and like make
Cast,
voice distract the others so they don't think that you're all
Hey,
Shall I?
depression. You
Shillelagh.
don't know what we're
no, no.
Okay.
Depression.
Sure. Cast
Depression.
Shillelagh.
Downer. What's your name?
Despair.
Despair.
Despair. Do you want to do something about this knoll? Or like, do you want to help in any way?
Sure, I can do something. Hold on. What do I know? I can heal it.
Okay. I would like, because the gnome isn't back yet, I'd like Despair and Ash to roll another stealth check. This will be individual stealth checks now that there's something actually looking for you. It won't be an
Natural
average.
20.
Nat 20.
Me as
The
well.
total being?
The total
Alright.
being.
Did you both get natural 20s?
Yep.
Damn, that's impressive.
I think my stealth is
Suddenly,
2.
+1, so 21.
suddenly,
Twenty-
both
21,
characters see-
22. Okay, so this knoll has pretty much like you know those scenes from the movies where someone goes around a tree and the other person like follows them on the other side, so that like you're
Yeah, like how I play sport.
Okay, sure. That's pretty much what's going on. The Snoll is looking around the trees, and you guys are like keeping just out of its point of view as it goes around the tree the whole time. And it gets bored looking and then goes back.
But wait, can I ice knife stab him?
Sure, before he turns his back on you, and if you would like to do something.
Yeah, I'll
That's
ice
not-
knife stab him.
Okay, so you cast Ice Knife.
Yeah, that shouldn't make me drop Jones because it's not a concentration.
Yeah, his stealth will stay up, his ability. So, Ice Knife, I believe it's a bonus action, then you've got to attack. No, it's an
Let
action.
me just. Yeah. Spells. Ice knife. First level 1.
Oh, fuck.
I'll also do.
It's
primal
1d10
stab.
plus 6. Or the hits is plus 6. So 1d10.
On a hit, so you've still got to make a ranged spell attack. So roll to attack.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm right by him though, so can I take advantage?
I would say because you are stealth from him, you do get advantage on the attack. He doesn't know you're there. Yeah,
These are-
attacking from stealth gives you advantage.
Oh, okay. Can I?
Well, I rolled poorly.
You also casting Primal Savagery.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Take the higher number.
Which
so,
is
16. Which would I add?
it should say under your hit bonus. Let me take a look. Despair Primal Savagery is a +7.
Oh yeah. Oh. You
Okay,
just
so-
don't have this. Yeah. So. my hit.
so is it what I roll plus 6?
Yeah, what you roll +6.
So then that's only 13, I'm afraid.
Okay.
20.
All right, Mog rolled. You hit. What did you roll, Mog?
I rolled a 16. No. I don't remember, but then I added a +7, which were over 20.
Over 20.
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled like a 16 or 17.
So, Hex, you missed. Mog hit.
Fantastic.
Let's fix it up.
So Mog
Okay,
roll
so
damage
this-
first.
So that's a
2d10.
2d10.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 3,
9 plus 3 is 12.
12. And he gets. Yeah, that's 2d. That's 9 plus 12 acid damage.
12 acid damage. Okay. And then Hex, I believe Ice Knife, even if you miss, it explodes.
Oh, that's subtle.
And then each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity save.
Oh, great. Is that me?
Yeah.
And the dex save is 14.
You won't need to make a dex save because I don't think hit or miss the ice shot explodes in each creature within 5 feet of it. Oh god, does that mean you... Yeah, okay.
But it's an ice knife, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, God. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll do a dex save as well then.
Okay, so it also makes a dex save. And the null succeeds. Mug, what did you roll?
Dex save. Where do I find that under?
Uh,
Abilities and saves.
Saving throws.
Oh, 7. I'm gonna get hit by my own ice shot.
9.
Okay, so Hex roll 2d6 ice damage.
2d6.
Yep. Must succeed
Okay.
on a dex save or take 2d6 cold damage.
Do I have to roll this 2d6? Or
No,
just
Hex rolls. And then every creature who failed the
That's
save
what you
gets
said
it.
to keep my ice resistance ring.
The target and each creature within 6 damage. So, Mug and Hex. Okay, so here's what happens. In a flash, as this gnoll turns its back to walk away, Hex. I'm assuming you're not using your sorcery point to do this without the things,
Nah.
Okay, so Hex quickly waves her hand and an
a
ice knife forms in her hand and she swings for it and misses. But as she misses, Despair leaps at it with now nails and teeth much longer than you remember them, digging in and scratching away at this gnoll's back. And you see like this venom type liquid leaking out of her nails into the gnoll. At that point,
Hey.
the ice knife that missed then explodes, showering both Despair and Ash in ice shards, both of you taking 6 damage. Missing the gnoll.
My bad.
The gnoll screams out in pain, alerting his companions.
Ah, jeez.
And I will need everyone to roll initiative.
Alright. Let's see, in the meantime, Cal is here.
Ah,
Hi, Cal.
Cal.
Also, first, this stream we're not going to be interacting in the DMs as much because it's easy to go off track in D&D,
Did I
and
hit titties?
afterwards actually make progress happen. We'll be checking in every now and again, but it won't be a constant thing.
Where do I see what my initiative
10.
is?
At the top of the page, it should say.
10.
21.
Okay, 10 for Mog. Where's my pencil? 10 for Despair, 21 for Oot. Ash?
Oh, I think it was 14, but now I've forgotten.
Okay, so while they get the initiative in here, Cal, essentially what's happened is we are 3 mercenaries on a quest. That's myself, Mog and Hex, also known as Utadar, Despair is Mog, and Hex is Ashton Kutcher,
Oh, nice.
Ashling.
You did all that on purpose.
I didn't actually. I could genuinely not remember.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so yeah, we're trying to get into this temple guarded by gnolls to get a piece of paper or something for
A
guy
tome
in a
of
petticoat.
secrets.
a tome of secrets for a guy in a
You
petticoat.
guys
and
always
monocle.
do this.
Yeah, we do. That's why people play Dungeons and Dragons with the Freers, because we dick around and they mostly think it's funny.
This is why some people do. This is why some people don't.
It's a higher level of DMing you should have considered.
Okay,
But trust me, we're worth it.
so I am a monk gnome. Mog is a tiefling druid.
Basically a devil
And-
lady.
Yeah. And Hex is a sorcerer human.
Yeah, boring human.
Okay.
I mean, I
cool.
didn't specify my race, and you guys can't really tell, but sure.
I can look
Okay.
at your character sheet though.
Yes, but you are the DM, so you already know everything.
Yes, I do. I also know that top of the round is our gnome monk.
Huzzah! Okay. Even though you guys have just like exploded and stuff and are probably dying a little bit,
Was
I'm
he
gonna
not?
assume that you guys have that knoll.
Yeah, well
I'm gonna
he
head over to pick up up there.
he was heading back in the direction, so I'd say his line of sight was there. It's within range. You would have seen the gnoll walking back and then maybe not seen them because they were stealth, but you would have seen the shattering ice and the gnoll scream out in pain.
Yeah, I would have seen like that commotion, so I'd be like, yeah,
Honestly-
okay, you guys got this.
It's occurring to me now that we should have just poisoned their food.
That might have been good actually. Although that would have been the really long have to wait for it to pass through their system and
Depends on poison we use.
Every
Okay,
6
fair
rounds, I'd have to roll poison damage, and then they'd have to roll saves to see if they would become unpoisoned. Yeah, that would take forever.
And then the medic knoll would come out and be like, hey guys, what's going on? Oh no. And then they'd get treated maybe, but maybe they don't have the cure. Anyway, so I'm going to go over to that red guy over there, I think. It's still going to be a while away though. Maybe I should just help you guys take care of it.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you guys gang up on that knoll because it's gonna take. Although they have ranged weapons.
You
probably.
could make it to the red one.
Can I make it to the red one?
You have 35
I'm
feet
gonna-
of movement.
Okay, cool. How many 35? Yeah. Where's my? Yeah, 35 feet. Cool. Right, that is 35 feet. Huh. That's fancy. Oh, diagonals.
Yeah, I love this that it actually takes into account diagonal movement, because I always like, but if you move straight and then diagonal, isn't that cheating?
Yeah, this isn't chess. Don't have to worry about exactly how we move. Alright, I'm gonna head on over. And then I'll sneak attack the guy.
I mean, do you have sneak attack?
I mean, no, I guess not.
I'm pretty sure it's like you will shout surprise when you attack, more than
Yeah,
actual
okay.
sneak attacking.
Alright, I'm gonna be like, Miss
Uh,
Surprise, Mother Hubbard. I'm gonna come at him with, gonna attack him with my dagger, and I'm also gonna do a flurry of blows.
okay.
Right. Hang on, let me see. Dagger, I need to roll a 1d6 plus 3.
With advantage on the first strike.
Okay, cool. So that's 8. 5. And how does
Oh, you got to roll to attack first.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Okay, what's my base attack thing? Where do you find out your base attack?
That move. This fighting music is not as epic as I thought it was.
For some reason. Hang on.
There you go.
Okay. Nice. Where do I find base attack there again? Or do I just... I think I had something to this. Oh wait, I use my dexterity modifier instead of my strength modifier.
Yeah, it should happen already. Yeah, Dex plus 3.
Okay,
So
cool.
to attack with the dagger, it's
So
the D20 plus 6.
D20 plus 6. Okay, cool.
It
So
should be
then
on your
that's
character
18.
sheet, though.
13 to hit. So
18
you...
Okay.
And that's with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you lunge at this thing. It having its back towards you, I suppose its side because it's looking in the area of the commotion. As your knife strikes it on its leather armor, you instantly become visible, giving it a fright at first, but just enough for it to step back and the dagger gleams off its armor. First
Holy
attack
cows.
missing.
Some high armor. Right. Yes.
Like, you look at it, it's very patchy. It looks like the armor's made from the skin of whatever it's been eating.
Yeah.
Same. What?
Relatable.
Right, so
Okay.
that's your first attack. I believe you get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, second round. 12 plus 6. 18 again.
Yeah, that one hits. Now, like, you steady yourself and you lunge forward with the dagger again, and this one, it finds purchase in its abdomen, so you can roll damage.
Yes.
I suppose it would actually be, like, upper thigh because you're short. 7 damage.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
rolled a
7
7
damage.
or total 7?
Total 7.
Total 7.
It's a 4 plus...
I should really have a calculator out, guys.
But 4 plus 3 equals 7.
Okay, 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, so it yelps in pain, and you can make your flurry of blows now, like you said you wanted to.
Yes. Yeah, it's very some blows. Okay. I need to roll for that as well, don't I?
Yeah.
There's my D3.
And these will be with your fists rather than a weapon.
Yeah. That's with my other arm, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's plus 6. That's 20.
20 hits.
Yep. But, I mean, yeah. And then, oh, come on. So that's 4 damage.
4 damage, okay. As it bends over from the stab in its stomach, you bring your elbow up into its jaw, sending its head back up. You can make your last flurry of blows attack.
Yes. Do I roll d20 again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ha! Natural 20. That's
Damn. Okay. So for people at home who don't know, when you roll a 20 on a 20-sided dice, it's known as a critical hit, and you can double all damage done, or all dice rolls. So natural 20s are nice.
Okay, that's 7. Double that, that's 14.
Okay, so... right, you just elbowed this thing, sending its head up. You then bring up your foot into its crotch, and the thing just doubles over from the sheer pain, dropping down into a, pile of itself on the floor. You feel a little ashamed of yourself to do such a cheap shot, but hey, you got results. That Null's dead.
Such dishonor, but such opportunity.
But we killed him because he was in our way, not because he was a mob.
I mean,
Yeah,
that one
that's a
didn't do... Oh, jeez. Alright, cool. Is that all you got? Yeah, action, bonus action,
We're unscrupulous.
And
we're
movement,
not
yeah.
racist.
and
That's
movement.
all my things.
Okay, that brings us to Ash. Your turn.
Oh, that's me.
Yep.
This thing in front of us is still alive.
Yeah,
I
and looking at you rather pissed off.
mean, that's fair. We earned that. I will. Hmm.
You're choosing from your spell repertoire.
I am thinking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him to sleep, and then depression can murder him.
Cool. So it is... What level are you casting it at?
1. So he'll only go down for a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so roll... What is it? 5d8.
I don't need to roll a d20.
No, it's just a spell, so it happens. You roll 5d8, and if it's within 90 feet, you could target the other two if you roll high enough.
Do I reach them?
Yeah, they're within... It's a 90-foot range. Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
90-foot range, 20-foot sphere. So never mind, you can only target either him or the other two.
I mean him. Although, I suppose our friend over there is in trouble now.
He's a monk, he'll be fine.
Alright, I'll try and put the other two to sleep then.
Okay. So 5d8.
5d8. 4, 10, 16. 18.
18 total.
Yeah.
So you whip your hands in the air, you drop your little bit of sand, sand, we'll say. And as you mutter the incantation, you watch across the distance as one of the gnolls start to stutter a bit, but then shake its head, and the spell takes no effect.
Fuck.
Oops.
Still have a bonus action.
I guess I'll just, can I cast a spell with a bonus action?
Unless it's a... No, you can't.
Well, I guess I'll just stab this guy with my regular stabby thing.
That would be an action to attack.
Well, then what the hell is a bonus action, please?
You can do your runes.
How do I do that?
Well, you know, you've got your runes. You said as a bonus action you can convert sorcery points into runes.
Yes,
You
I know,
should
but
actually get one of your
Fine.
runes charged, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where they are on my equipment.
Feature traits.
Okay, feature traits. Class features. Essence runes.
Yeah. So, Despair, you noticed as she cast the spell, where do you want this rune to be, by the way? Forehead? Hand?
Hands fine.
Okay. On her right hand, a symbol, like a type of arcane rune, start to glow under the skin. Despair.
Sorry, I was looking at my.
Okay. You noticed when she cast the spell, an arcane symbol, like rune type thing, underneath the skin on her right hand started to glow.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's...
I know what it is.
I don't think you would know that, no. That's sorcery stuff. Do you want to move? Would you like to convert a thing into a thing?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide what it does.
Well, you got your Glyph of Aegis,
Yeah.
but that's a reaction, and you need
Yeah.
charge runes for that.
Well, how many do I need? I've got one.
Glyph of Aegis. You can use as many as you want to reduce the damage by 1d6 per rune.
Okay, well, no one's done any damage to me apart from earlier. You know, me myself.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I won't do anything for my bonus action.
Okay.
Just take a step behind.
Do you want to stay there where you are, or would you like to move away?
Doesn't it provoke an attack of opportunity?
You assume it would.
Then I'll stay where I am.
All right. Oh, I didn't put Mog on here. 10. Okay, so Mog will be. Mog, what's your dexterity, real quick?
A dexterity.
Yeah. +2. +2. Roll initiative one more time, Mog.
Yes. 18.
Okay. Okay, next up, you guys notice this knoll by the door here. Turn over, or turn around and notice the very short thing that just stabbed and kicked his friend to death. And he's going to start making his way over.
Saber kicked his friend to death. It's such a strong way to put it.
It's the right way to put it, though. That's what you did.
Yeah.
I think that creatively disposed of is a better way.
Sure. So, he is going to... You notice he's carrying a spear in his hand, and he's going to try jab you with that spear.
Rude.
Does a
Ow.
7 hit you? Of course it doesn't.
A 7. It does not.
Right. Wait, hold on. That's actually an 8.
Oh no, it does not.
Right, so this spear comes, but he's aiming it at the kind of targets he normally does, and it goes straight over your head.
Wow.
And that's his move.
That's offensive.
Next is this fella, who... yeah, Ash hasn't actually done any damage to him. What he's paying attention to is the rabid little red-skinned woman who jumped on him and bit him. So he's going to make an attack against Despair. He's going to, in turn, or, you know, in retaliation, bite you back.
Hold on. I need my character sheet loaded up because my phone died. Doesn't want to charge.
Oh, okay. Crap.
I'm just putting it on the screen here.
It's gonna take a while, though.
I've already cut it.
Okay, well, does a 20 hit you?
Yeah, 15. You need to make 15. Well, I'm a plus 15. So yeah, it hits.
Yeah, I kind of wish this battle music was longer than 2 minutes. Jesus Christ.
I think that they get something that loops.
Yeah. So that hits, you said. Okay, so you jumping off his back with fresh blood in your mouth, he's going to leap at you, doing the same for 6 points of damage, piercing damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 4 points. 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, that now leaves us with Despair's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I was gonna do something else. Oh no, I missed it. So what I'll do is no, I'm just gonna. He's in range, right?
Yeah, within 5 feet of you.
So I'm just gonna do primal savagery again because there's no negative effect of me doing that.
Okay. So you cast Primal Savagery. Ash, you now noticing, knowing what to look for, you see Despair mutter some words and the nails on her hands and her teeth suddenly start growing about 2 inches longer than normal as they start to seep this venom.
Ooh, okay.
And
They all have
I need to
special skills.
20. I need to roll
Hmm?
to hit.
Yeah, roll to it.
So I rolled a 19.
That hits.
Which would be +7. So definitely.
Definitely hits. Still. 2d10, right?
And then a 2d10 damage. Where's my other d10? D10! Where are you? Okay, there you go. These are d10, right?
Yeah.
9 acid damage.
9 acid damage. So, you leap and scratch at this thing again, and it drops down to one knee, and it's whimpering and howling and bleeding from its neck, but it manages to prop itself back up on its shield and ready itself. Would you like to do anything else? It's looking very, very bad, by the way. Would you like to do anything else?
Nah, I don't have any kind of bonus actions I can do.
Would you like to run away?
If I run away, he gets an
He will attack, yeah.
attacking opportunity. Yeah,
Okay, so your turn?
I'll be I'll stay here.
Okay, that leads us to the big fella. Big fella first howls out. Lark being the closest, you now notice some of the bone ornamental stuff it has on it is not just armor, but it seems to have sharpened bone protruding from its like leathery bandaged gauntlets. It's probably to about like a foot off of its wrist. Looks very sharp and very painful if this thing were to attack you. And it starts making its way towards you, and the howling is becoming more and more frantic as it starts to froth at the mouth and its eyes go bloodshot, and you see its pupils just dilate and focus on you only as it lets out this blood-curdling roar.
It's during barbarian, isn't it? Like where manhole. Can you get manholes?
And this fella just full-on sprints at you.
Ah, crap.
We'll put him here on top of his friend's corpse.
Maybe I should have head towards him.
And he's going to make a multi-attack at you.
Ah, jeez.
So first he comes at you with his gnarly teeth, covered in blood. Does a 21 hit
Gnarly.
you?
Sadly, yes, that does hit me.
Okay. That deals. Where is that? 8 points of damage to you. Piercing damage. And then he's going to bring up his bone claws and swing them down in your direction. That will be a 15 and a 16.
15 would, like, if it's a 16, then it hits. If it's a 15, I don't know. If it, like, my armor class is 15, so does that.
Yeah,
it doesn't or it
then. Shit, just give me a second.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I prepared beforehand, guys.
I'm hoping for a miss.
I have a feeling it hits.
Yeah, it probably does. I'd rather it didn't.
Tie is a hit.
It has it.
If it meets or beats. Yeah, so both hit you.
Yeah.
Where's that sheet gone now? So that's gonna be 1d8 each.
1d each. Oh, okay, each of those. Gosh.
You're right there, bud.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
So that's 21 points of damage.
Ah.
Ooh.
I need to get out of here.
Do you not have any
Reaction?
reactions? Deflect missile.
Wait, I mean, are those missiles?
No,
I mean, are they, like-
they bone claws. Wait, let me
Yeah,
just make
no.
sure. That's 10 and 11, 21 points of damage, yeah.
I could slow fall to the ground as I die.
Right, and that's the end of his turn, and he's just snarling and growling at you.
Do I see that?
Like, you would not be able to see it.
Okay.
You guys are like darting between different combats going on, so you would see what's happening, yeah.
Hang on, patient defense. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. That's on my turn though.
Yeah,
So
but it would
okay.
impose disadvantage on all attacks against you. Might have been a good idea to have that.
Yeah, I might use that next. As I try to get the hell out of here.
Hopefully you'll survive until my next turn and I can heal.
I hope so. Okay, hang on, whose turn is next?
It's yours.
Okay, first of all, I'm just going to check through the chat. Okay, so guys, this isn't a very, like, interactive stream, but just check through. Cal says I can't wait for my grandma and my uncle to come so we can go for a walk together. So that says my mum, probably my dog too. It's going to be amazing. That sounds like it's going to be fun. Let's see. First believes that Amazons can be received from Amazon. I mean, babies can be ordered from Amazon. Makes sense. Love to see the drones. Yeah. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I need to get out of here. But if I try to move away from them, I'm going to get an attack of opportunity from either one, isn't it?
As a monk, you do have Step of the Wind.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. I'm going to use that to disengage and maybe get some distance.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can spend 1 key point.
You're not gonna.
Okay. When is Despair's turn?
Whose turn?
To try for healing.
Oh, Despair is
Despair.
just before the Berserker.
But the Berserker is just before the other ones. Is that right?
The Berserker is the last person to go. But
So I'd still have to
Despair
face
is
the
right
knoll.
before him.
Okay, but if I turn... Wait, I'm still... If I turn to attack the other knoll, would that provide an attack of opportunity?
No. As long as, like...
Okay.
Yeah, no, as long as you're not leaving their range, you don't get attacks of opportunity.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll finish off that now, because I managed to kill off that one in like one go. Well, I did have an element of surprise there.
Yeah, and you did use your bonus
Maybe-
action to attack as well. Step of the Wind is your bonus action.
That's. Mm,
Did you set up your patiency things so they have disadvantages on their next attack?
patience, you think?
What you were talking about just now?
Oh, right.
But also, they are flanking you right now, which means they have attacks of opportunity against you. I forgot to mention that and forgot to do it, but I mean, the only difference is they could have got a natural 20 on you. But if you were to do patient
should've-
defense, they will have regular attacks rather than
Can
disadvantage.
I disengage and like get out of distance from them? Because I should be faster than right, or I should be able to run further than them.
This, like, one that's frothing at the mouth, you saw him move pretty fast.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm.
I mean, if you were to
Okay,
take
wait.
your action to dash,
Okay,
yeah,
wait.
disengage as your bonus action and then dash as your action, you could probably outrun them, you think.
Okay, hang on. Can I use stunning strike, like, as both my actions to maybe like stop them for a bit?
Yeah, you can, every time you hit with your fists, you can engage Stunning Strike at the cost of key points.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. I could stun them both, because I could use that as like my action amount.
Yeah. If you want to do that.
That can work. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 key points to use my strike.
But remember, they've got to make the save to be stunned, or fail the save to be stunned.
Hmm. That's risky. Okay, hang on. What do I need to roll to make sure that... Yeah, next turn, when you hit a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. If it fails. Hmm. Should I risk it? Okay, that guy's going to be able to outrun me either way, so I'm better off like killing one of them at least, and then hoping I survive the next turn. So I'm going to work on defeating this Knoll instead.
Alright. Which one are you attacking? The guy with the red dot or the guy with the green dot?
I'm going to work on the guy with the green dot first.
Alright.
I know that the red dot does more damage, but the green dot attacks first, so... Okay. I'm going to try to use a stunning strike on him just in case.
Okay, so make your regular attack roll, do damage, and then we'll see if he makes the save.
Okay, cool. I keep with my dagger.
If you want Stunning Strike, it's got to be with your hand.
Oh, okay. Then I'll use my unarmed strike.
Alright.
Or
Does the same amount of damage anyway.
yeah, same difference. Okay, I got a 20 on that
That hits.
because that's impressive. Cool, and now D6 plus 3. 4 damage.
Sorry?
4 damage.
4 damage to the green knoll.
Yeah.
Sorry? 4.
4.
4 damage. Okay. Alright.
Cool.
You plant your fist directly in this guy's sternum, and let's see if he makes his save. He's got no save bonuses, so he's just got to beat 13. So you plant your chest directly in this thing's sternum, and you see its muscles all tense up suddenly, and like you see the pain in its face, and it starts gasping for air, and like you feel like your fist connected, and this creature's stunned.
Okay, cool. So that saves me until the next turn.
Yeah.
My attention to the other guy then.
All right,
See if
make
I
your
can do the
attack.
same thing with him. 10. 18?
18 hits.
Yes. Okay. Damage down. 6.
6 points of damage. Right, so you clock this guy directly in the nose, but like where you normally see the reaction from creatures wincing in pain, there's no wincing here. Like, you know your attack hit. You felt bones like tensing or muscle tensing under the hit, but it didn't seem to do as much damage as your attacks normally do.
Ah, this guy. This freaking guy.
Alright,
Okay.
let's see if he makes his save. Yeah, so you remove your fist from its nose and it's just dead locked on you, and you get the feeling you need to get out of here or there's gonna be trouble. It did not get stunned.
Okay. Well, despair. Heal me when you get the chance. Please.
God damn it, why do I keep
Can you not
losing
still bonus
good
action?
he can. You can still bonus action.
I still have bonus act. Oh,
If
okay.
you have any key points left, that is.
I used up 2, and I've got like 3 left.
Okay.
But I'm good to use it to like disengage or no wait, what is it? The dodge one.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Okay.
Like, if you just straight out run, you won't be able to outrun this thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
Okay,
I
so
might
you
as
want
well
to use patient defense.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, that brings us to Ash's turn.
Right. Yes.
Sorry, I just saw on Facebook that somebody's tooth fairy left their child 50 rand.
Okay.
And I'm
Greatest
like,
day of my life was when I got 5 rand from the Tooth Fairy.
I was in a bicycle accident and lost 3 adult teeth, and I got 5 rand a tooth, and I thought I was coining it.
Maybe the fish didn't have any change.
The tooth fairy left a note too, being like, "We gave you more because these were grown-up teeth." Sorry for your loss.
How old were you? Just a question.
10.
Okay.
9, actually. Why? Did you think it was like last year?
Well, you said adult teeth, so I was assuming. Ferret says all her baby teeth are out her mouth. That's such a nice way of putting. I lost all my baby teeth, they're out of my mouth.
Yeah, saving them for later.
Alright, I'm gonna step. Well, I think I have the range, so I'm going to cast my chaos thingy,
Chaos
Yes,
bolt.
control.
but at 3rd level,
Damn, okay.
at that berserker knoll.
Cool.
Oh,
Chaos.
No,
Chaos
but
bolt.
you're about to die, so
Yeah.
it's got a range of 120.
Yeah. So.
If it misses, can I use deflect projectile and
No, if you try to catch the.
just catch him and jam him in his eye or something?
When you cast this using a spell slot of 2nd or higher. Okay, so first roll a d8 to determine the type of damage it does.
Poison.
Poison damage. Cool.
Yeah.
So now you roll to hit. No, you don't.
So
You hurl a ball, make a ranged attack. Yeah, you make a ranged spell attack.
okay.
So roll a d20, add 6.
Okay.
This is one of the spells I added long before I knew how to, so all of the instructions on it are rubbish.
Okay. 19 plus 6 is 25.
That hits. Okay, now using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher.
I've gone for 3, so I get 2 extra. Target
Yeah.
takes 1d6 damage extra for each type roll. So I get 2 extra d6 damages on him.
Cool.
So what am I rolling for damage?
It looks like... 2d8 plus 2d6.
Okay.
First let's go, yeah.
And if you roll the same number on both d8s, the energy leaps from target to a different creature of your choice. But let's see what happens.
Damn.
I got the same on the 2d6s. No, I didn't. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, I've got 6, 5, 11 damage.
11 damage.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's still good. I can, well, I don't know if I can live with it, but I can live with it.
Okay. So your Chaos Bolt streaks across the sky, perfectly in between your gnome friend, not a challenge because he's so short, and the other gnoll,
Yeah.
and strikes this berserker straight in the chest. And like for the first time, you hear a yelp of pain coming from this. You get the feeling that that was a proper strike and dealt great damage.
Ha! Is what I yell from the tree line.
All right, that is your action. You have bonus and movement.
I can't really do very much with either of those, though, can I?
Every time you spend any number.
Because if I move, the guy standing by me will attack me.
Yeah.
Can't cast a spell. All I can do is use one of my runes. Oh, have I got another rune that?
While I'm looking at this, they remain invisible when inert at the end of your turn, where you spend any number of sorcery points. So it's only when you spend a sorcery point that the runes glow, but you have used a sorcery point when you knock those yarn balls off.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, so you have a sorcery point because did you use any sorcery points on that turn?
Nah,
Okay, then you don't get any runes.
that's fine. No, I'll just carry on. I haven't got anything to do, really.
Okay.
I can't stab him or anything.
That brings us to the gnoll by the fire. He is stunned, so he can't do anything, so that's the end of his turn. That then brings us to this gnoll. The one who's very bloody and whimpering in pain. Very angry at the person who's just clawed at his face. And is going to now lunge at you with his spear.
Ooh.
Despair.
Mm-hmm.
Does a
Charles here. Hi, Charles.
17 hit.
17, it hits.
17 hits. So let's roll a d8. That is 6 points of piercing damage as the spear lodges itself in your shoulder. And this gnoll feels slightly better about its life right now.
Oh. You don't feel bad about your life? Mm-hmm. You'll see about that.
Okay, that is his turn. You know what? He's in a bad way, actually.
Oh.
He is going to turn tail and try run away after dislodging his... Yeah, both of you will get attacks of opportunities if you want to use your reactions.
Oh, I'm going to use my reaction.
Hey.
It can only be melee attacks, though.
But isn't my concentration spell still in effect? Because I did it just before battle.
Shillelagh.
Yeah. Is it not? It's not even concentration, it's still 1 minute.
Yeah, it hasn't been a minute since you cast Shillelagh, so you have a... Right, sorry guys. Despair cast Shillelagh just before battle, and the little, like, tree kind of staff, little tree twig, sprig, we'll call it a sprig, suddenly, like, warped and grew into this massive wooden club. And she's going to now... Okay, who's first in initiative?
Oh, it's still a quarterstaff.
Are both of you going to try and make attacks of opportunity?
Yep.
Okay, so quickly roll... Or what's your dexterities? Your modifiers.
My dex modifier is +1.
Mug?
+2?
Okay, so you would get to go first. So make your attack of opportunity.
Who, me?
A Mug. Mug would go first.
Natural 20.
It's dead. It had 1 hit point left.
I just like look over at Despair and be like, come on!
You bring this club down onto its head, and when you lift the club back up, its head is completely embedded into its torso, as it then falls back onto the ground, dead.
Wow, you're kind of an artist.
Dead.
I try my best.
Okay, Despair. It is your turn.
Well, now that's his taken care of. Let's
Help
see.
Kill me!
Tasty, tasty dead minions, says Larshal.
Oh, so Jeremy's here. Hi, Jeremy.
Jenny!
I can only move 30 feet.
Yeah.
30 feet. To get there. Ooh, do you think I can reach him with a spell?
Oh, what's healing words? This range. I think it's 30 feet. In which case, he's screwed. It's 60 feet.
Woo! You're lucky. I can cast Healing Word as a bonus action, can't I?
Healing word is a bonus action, yeah.
Hmm.
It means as an action, then you'll only be able to cast cantrips.
I'ma smack you.
You're gonna smack me?
Yeah, because cantrips are at will, which means that I could have been using them for my bonus action.
Yeah, but you can only use them as bonus actions if it states you can use this cantrip as a bonus action.
But it says at will.
At will just means that it doesn't consume spell slots. If you click on the bonus action tab, you can see everything you can do at bonus actions. If there's no spells there, then you don't have any bonus action spells.
I have a bonus action tab. For making that up.
Yeah.
No, these are the rules.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go.
That
Action.
spell work.
Well, at least you've got actions. All Oot has in his future is death.
If we get a short rest, my spell slots replenish.
Spell slots don't replenish with short rests.
Yeah. Only these hit points.
Your wild shapes replenish with short rests, and you can use hit dice.
Only have two fighting. But I don't use any weapons. So. Oh.
Perhaps. I don't want to use a 3rd level spell in case there's something bigger than these.
I thought you were going to use healing word.
I'm gonna. No, I can use another spell. Oh, I can't
you
use
can't.
A spell.
At most, you can cast a cantrip as an action if you cast a spell as a bonus action.
Thinking of using swarm or put it too far. Guess
Yeah,
I'll
there's a total.
move closer within 30 feet. I don't need my character.
So the cursor button on the left,
Yeah.
click on that and then click select and move, and then you can click on your character and move it.
Where's that? Gosh, I lost where 30 feet mark was. 30 feet. Yeah. This block, right?
That's where my arrow is pointing, isn't it?
Ah. So I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
I already know I'm here, so it's not like. And I'm gonna cast healing word at what level? How bad does he look?
I don't know. Ask him.
How bad do you look?
Okay, so you look at your friend,
Oh, hell.
and he looks like he's got like huge gash marks across his chest, and you know he might be missing an ear. You're not sure.
Hi, for context, I only had, like, he did 21 damage to me, so, like, in one hit. So,
Pretty bad.
ouch.
So think
Real
about
bad.
it. Would you be able to replenish 21 hit points with this spell?
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit. All the
That would
bits.
just be most.
All the bits help. If you could even like
my
find
level
the
3
more
spell
the weapons,
slots.
that would also be handy.
So many cool spells. I'm just gonna have to give up on.
Try being a warlock. You get 2 spell slots and that's it. Fucking warlocks. Not that I'm, being ungrateful to the great powers I've been granted by my patron.
That guy did 21 damage. Okay, I'm gonna have to cast. Okay, I can't even do it at my 3rd level though.
You can't?
Like my healing word will not give 21 points.
Yeah. Healing word is pretty much a okay, you're down, let me bring you up type spell.
Yeah, if I was like really close to him, I should have given the goose button.
Would you like a suggestion?
But no, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Oh, can't I use my actions to get closer?
You can burn your action to get double speed.
Because I won't be able to use my action anyway.
But then can you get on top of them? That's the question. You won't.
Shit. I'll just end up getting closer.
I believe... the only problem he's got right now is the Berserker Knoll. The other one is stunned until the end of his turn. Until the end of Lark's next turn.
I am stunning from the east. That's what I do. My thing. I'd be stunning.
Stunning is why monks are OP.
No, I'm gonna do it at level 2. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at level 2.
Okay.
So that's a 2d4 plus 4. I hope. 8.
8 points of health.
8 points of health.
Hey, do I have 8 points of health now?
8
Well,
points
I-
back. Yeah, she
8
heals
points
you for
back
8 points.
down. That makes me at 12.
Actually, all the creatures I see within range.
Yeah.
So-
Healing word.
So including
fixed
Hex
multiple. And yourself.
and myself. So Hex you also get.
Oh, what a nice little.
And I
bonus
mean
there.
one of the
Thanks,
gnolls if you want.
No, thank you.
Do not heal the
How many
knolls.
points did I say?
8.
8. Yeah, it was a 1 and a 3.
That was your action,
Four.
movement, bonus action. Oh, no, bonus action, movement. Anything you'd like to do with your action? You can use it to dash. You can use it to take the dodge action. You can hide.
Hide in plain sight.
You can try. It'll be like a DC 50, but
Just duck behind your club and then do it.
oh, by the way, there was some like brain matter spray when despair caved in the Snoll's head. You two are kind of painted right now.
Yeah.
Well, only.
Only Ash and you would be painted.
Yeah.
But you got some brain matter and bone fragments on you.
Okay, I'll move in close with my
Okay.
action. So Oh,
What am I covered in?
Brain splatter.
here.
No,
Can you
this
see an
part.
arrow?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You saw it.
Hmm?
You saw my arrow.
Yeah, we can see each other's movement arrows.
Okay.
Okay, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Right, bringing us to the Berserker Knoll.
I can just move an additional
Okay.
30, right?
Yeah.
I've got the defense on it.
Right, so all these
Maybe
attacks
that'll
will be
take-
at disadvantage. You are lucky you stunned that knoll, otherwise all these attacks would be at advantage, cancelling out your disadvantage, making it regular rolls. But because that knoll is no longer a threat to you because it's stunned,
Does it
these are at disadvantage.
roll to...
No, it's just stunned until the end of Lark's next turn.
Oh.
That's why monks are so OP. You can just keep stunning them over and over again. First attack, it's gonna reach down and bite your little head.
Ah, I like my little head.
Does a 9 hit?
It does not.
Right, so your quick monkish actions, you dodge your little head out the way.
Oh, yeah.
But that is followed with a bone claw attack. Does a 17 hit?
Sadly, yes.
Okay, so let's see, that's...
Oh, wait, hang on. How do I use my... You take away when you roll for the dodging.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, it doesn't. Fine.
he's doing disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be 7 points of damage for the
Ow.
first bone claw.
Ah, don't say first.
Second bone claw comes down as well. Does a 15 hit.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Right,
That's my armor class.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm a dead.
Are you like properly dead?
No, you're
I only have 5 health left.
you're
Yeah.
unconscious.
Wait,
I'm a minus 3.
he got healed 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
But he had 4 already.
To 12.
Oh, did he get 12 damage?
Well, he had 12 max. He got 7 damage on the first bone claw, 8 damage on the second bone claw.
Oh.
Right. That activates the Null Berserker's Rampage ability, which, when it reduces a creature to 0, it can make a melee attack. No, it can use its bonus action to move half its speed and make another bite attack. So because you've just come into range of this Berserker, it's now going to use its bonus action to move up to you. That thing's dead.
Oh dear.
Oh, crap.
Guess I'm gonna die.
It's just one bite attack it makes. So, Lark is currently unconscious.
Ugh.
Mug.
I'm dead.
Bite attack is... I mean, it's a natural 18 plus 5. Does that hit?
Oh.
Okay, 1d4 damage. 4 plus 3, 7 points of damage. As it takes a nice chunk out of your shoulder. That brings us to Lark's turn. Lark, I need you to make a death save.
Oh.
What do I roll? D20?
A d20, yeah.
If I only healed him.
Any pluses or anything? Or just straight up
It's just a straight up roll.
14?
14, that's a save.
Yeah. I'm not yet dead.
If
So
you
I can't
fail
just-
3 saves, you're dead. If you make 3 saves, you're stabilized. If you roll
Okay,
a natural 20 on a save, you come back with 1 hit point.
Oh, that's handy. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
that brings us to Ash's turn. What you
Alright.
doing, Ash?
I'm gonna step out of the forest so that I have a nice clear line of sight to the Berserker,
Cool.
and I'm gonna set another spell. Third level. Really wasting my third level spell slots here. I hope I don't need
Yeah,
them.
and this is like your first encounter, guys.
Yeah, but there's no other people inside.
We have.
Fine, I'll make it a second level one. Are you happy?
Yes, I am actually, because I know what's coming.
DM?
Fine, I'll make it a first level one, and then I won't get an extra thing on it. Now, are you happy?
Yeah, I am. I don't want you to
Chaos
kill
Bolt.
my friends. Wait, didn't you cast the first one at 3rd level?
Yes,
Right, because you've ticked off 2 first level spells.
I've cast other first level spells.
Oh, okay,
We've been fighting for a while.
that's true. Okay, Chaos Bolt, roll for attack. D20 plus
17.
6. 17 hits. Who are
23
you
then.
targeting?
The Berserker.
Berserker it is. So it's just a D8, right? D8 plus D6.
Okay. It's 2d8.
2D8.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for
Oh,
type
and
of
then
damage as well.
Yeah. What is that, a d8 as well?
Yeah.
That's right, I'm not opening up Chaos Bolt. Okay, now I have. Alright. Damage time. Force.
Force damage. Right, roll your 2D8s.
Yeah.
And a D6.
4.
At first level, you roll 2D8s and 1D6.
Oh, and 1d6.
And then it's an extra D6 per level.
5.
What,
Oh,
5?
then I should have rolled an extra d6 last time.
Didn't you roll 3D6 with your 2D8s?
No, I rolled 6.
Okay, then roll another D6.
8 in total now.
8 points in total. You rolled 2D8s! How do you only get 8?
What do you want from me, Leeds?
Better damage!
Me too!
Alright. This time, a pretty pathetic ball of energy comes streaking across the sky, slamming
That
the
just hurt.
knoll in the back with very little impact. That brings us to...
You know, he says very little impact, but last time I only did 11 damage. It was only 3 points more than I've done this time, so I think he's being a dick.
I am being a dick.
I know the double digits, they speak volumes.
You know, I won't try to help you.
My
about
turn,
that?
right?
How about I,
No, you just went. You went before Lark.
Mm.
if I just disappear
But
into
then
the
Lark
ether,
would,
fail to
Death
my
save,
kill
that
you.
was his turn. Then Ash. Now the Knolls.
yeah, but then that knows.
The one that was stunned is no longer stunned.
Ooh.
I think we've lost Lark and Hex.
No, I'm here.
Okay, so the Knoll that is no longer stunned is going to come around by Despair.
Oh dear.
And he's going to make a bite attack. And that's a natural 1, so it's an automatic miss. Right, moving on from there, it is now Despair's turn.
Thank you. What am I gonna do? So I'm gonna bonus action heal. Healing word, I guess. Shit. I'm gonna do it at 2nd level again. And that's a 2d4 plus 4. 2d4, 2d4. I don't really like them. I like these little triangles, right?
2d4 is the triangles, yeah, the pyramids.
8. So 8, 6, the range of 60. So do I still get Hex?
Just within range, yeah.
Yeah. And I get Lock and I get me. So
Can
everyone,
you heal me
8.
at this speed? Or do I still stay unconscious?
When you're unconscious, you can be healed, yeah.
Wait, is he still
Okay, cool.
unconscious?
No, you come up with... How much did you heal?
8.
8 points, hit points, you come up.
Yeah.
So, but you're still in bad condition.
Yeah.
Hex, you also get 8 points, and I don't know if that matters.
No, I'm at full again.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'm surprised it's the monk that went down first. I thought it was going to be this wet paper bag of a sorcerer.
Or I
Keep
don't.
talking shit. We'll see what happens.
Oh, what? Will you kill yourself against my minions? Is that what you'll do?
Right, I'm back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have an action.
Yeah, your action and your movement.
How is this big thing looking?
I mean, he's cut and he's burnt in places.
Still sturdy.
Yeah, the
though.
spells seem to have been doing most of the damage, but he doesn't look anywhere as bad as the other gnolls around.
Do I roll at a disadvantage because I'm in front? I think.
No, attacks against you will be at advantage. You could use your action to disengage.
That's a good damaging spell. Yeah. I don't want to waste hellish rebuke because that's once a day. How about 2d6? I guess primal savagery is my strongest thing right now, I think. Except for my high level spells.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do primal savagery
Who are you targeting?
on the big scary guy.
Roll to attack.
So
What?
You laugh?
You roll a natural 1.
no.
Plus 7 to hit.
Plus 7. So 14?
Oof, that just misses.
Oh no!
Yeah, your claws get caught in one of his bony protrusions on his armor.
And I'm just going to try. Oh shit! I can't run away from either of these guys. If I stay here, I might be screwed. I'm using my bonus action. Use my action. Can only use my movement.
You've used your bonus action.
Yeah.
And your action.
Yeah.
And you. Are you gonna run?
If I run, they get an attack. Ooh, but if I stay here, they won't attack. Friend. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. That brings us to the Berserker Gnoll.
He's gonna run up at me anyway. if
He's
I-
right next to you. He's going to
Yeah,
attack
so
you.
if I moved, he was gonna get attack of opportunity and attack me.
At advantage. Does a...
Please be bad.
Let's see. Bite attack is a plus 5. Does an 18 hit?
Shit, yes.
Okay, d4 damage.
Oh.
Is... That's a 7. 7 points of damage. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Justice.
Bone Claw. 3 plus 5 is 8 points of damage. Second Bone Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Right, so you manage to duck underneath this one as the bones come whizzing across your head. Alright, that's his move. That brings us to our revived monk.
Yes,
Revive monk.
I'm back.
Oh my gosh. Run. No.
I cannot run. That is not my way. Now, wait. So, and what's giving us problems at the moment? You're busy fighting that gnoll, the little gnoll over there, right?
That's
2
the
gnolls. Oh, that one's dead. Yeah, sorry.
So there's 2 gnolls, and I'm going to use the metric thing to point. This one over here is still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one over here is still being a dick, right?
That one's dead.
Wait, this one's dead.
Yeah, it's got a skull next to it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, but that's the small one. That's not the big one.
Yeah,
No, the
the
big one is the one with the spear. It's like the 6th time I've told you that.
But there's two of them, so there's also this guy next to him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
Let me
remember, you
make
only
sure.
have 8 points of health.
what you looking
Yeah.
like right now, Mog?
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
someone rolled super high with their freaking hit points.
I got like half my health.
Okay. I'm going to risk. I don't have a lot of key left, so that's going to be tough. I'm going to try and get this little guy dead. So that way, at least there's one less person to worry about.
Stand next to this person. If you guys go to the top of the opportunity,
Okay, cool.
only with the advantage.
I'm going to thank you very much. I can't move again.
Have you got the cursor thing selected?
Oh wait, I can move again. I'm being an idiot. Thanks. Okay.
This
gonna
combat's
attack him
taking
with,
so much longer than I thought it would. Thought you guys would mow through these.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have made one of them a berserker who gets 3 very powerful attacks per turn.
I mean, I made one a berserker because the others have like such little HP that I got 4 waiting.
Oof. Okay. I'm gonna go with Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna attack the guy right in front of me first off with an
All right.
armed strike. Okay, that's 20.
That
Not a
hits.
natural 20. Cool.
I assume there'd be more excitement if it was a natural 20.
There would be. So much more. Oh, come on. 4 damage.
Alright. Why
Should be
can I
laughing.
not?
He's kind of looking raised.
Oh, because I'm still in the GM layer. Ha. 4 damage, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, kick to the side of the Snoll's knee brings it down to 1 knee.
Ooh. Rad. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a flurry of blows.
Oh, you get 2 attacks per action.
2 attacks per action. Oh, okay, cool. So. No, wait, I have to roll my d20 first. Oh, okay. 23.
That hits.
Cool. And 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, wait, that didn't hit it. Okay, so now it is. Alright, once it's on 1 knee, you reach up, put your hands behind its head, and bring your knee up into its jaw.
Ah!
You're
Wow,
not
that's
wanting
kinda
to.
I like you.
I put him down too.
Fair enough.
You're not trying to stun on any of these hits, right?
No.
Okay,
If I'm gonna send, I'm gonna save it for the berserker over there.
true. Right, so you're gonna go for a flurry of blows?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
I hope you get key points back after a short rest.
You do. And South Star's here.
That's all the stuff.
And Jammy's phone is about to die, that sucks.
It's music.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking 5-second music tracks.
These are ones that you can select from the playlist from the system, right?
Yeah, like the open source music.
Why did they assume that all D&D campaigns won't last more than 2 minutes and 35 seconds?
Since when does any D&D combat last just 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I think it's weird that they aren't looping because that halfling music you played looped.
That was
that
just
was
a
just
like
like-
super long track.
No, I watched it start again.
I started it again then.
Alright.
I managed to spot it just as it ended. This is a way. Is there a way to say loop? No, fade in and out. That's cool. Oh wait, I can set them to loop, guys. Guys.
Yes. Gonna get Shimmer's 35 seconds over and over again. Still
So,
better than not.
have you made your attacks?
Oh, didn't I did my attackies and then I'm gonna I guess try to use the hang on.
Because you said you're going to use flurry of blows.
Yeah. Didn't I do that already? Oh right, so that is a separate thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So flurry of blows. 18 plus 6,
That
24.
hits.
Cool. Yes, there we go, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. After bringing your knee up into the jaw, temporarily stunning it, you kind of somersault over it, put one hand on its chin, the other on the back of its head, and just snap its head sideways as it drops to the ground.
And you hear someone from the tree line yell, "Gross!"
So that one's dead.
Necessary. Yes.
And you have one more flurry of blow.
Okay,
Is that
can
the
I
big-
change?
the small
I can't
one?
change that
Yeah.
to a different move or something for that, can I?
Sorry, say that again?
Can I can't change that to something else, can I?
No, if you're in the middle of your bonus action with the attacks, you gotta continue it.
Alright, I'm gonna have to direct it at Mr. Big Shot over there.
Alright.
Natural 20!
Cool! Awesome! If you're ever gonna need it.
Yeah, it's now. 6 damage, so 12 damage.
Okay, halved to 6 because he's raging.
Damn it!
That would be that.
Gum Gatling.
Cool. You gonna try stun him on that, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try stun on that.
Okay, let's roll. What's his bonus to con? It is a con that I'm supposed to be trying to make, right? I should be double checking that. Stunning strike.
It says if it fails, it's con saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
DC 13.
13. Shit. Okay, so after snapping that one's neck, you then do a backwards fly kick right at the right point in this berserker's spine. What's up?
Is it so?
Yeah. And it kind of like lets out a little yelp as it is stunned for the next turn.
Yes!
Yes. Acknowledged.
Oh,
Yeah.
my friend, we would have been screwed.
He's got a bonus to con of 4. Yeah.
So whose turn is next?
After Ranger, it's Ash. After Ranger. After Utda.
Yay! So I'm gonna like stroll forward 30 feet.
Cool.
Let me
You
just see
strut
how
that
far
strut.
is. Okay, so I can go there. No, man. Fuck. How do I?
You click on the cursor.
Yeah.
And then you click on move, select move.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to be letting it. Have you given Have you given me permission to move Hexes?
I can give you permission. Oh yeah, you guys only have one thing. Hold on.
Yeah, Hex hasn't moved a spot an inch since the beginning of the battle.
Yeah, well, I'm a very efficient fighter.
Right, you should have access.
Fuck! Stop! Why? Stop it!
What am I doing?
Yeah, I know. It's you being a dick. Stop it!
I'm not. I'm showing you where 30 feet is.
I know where 30 feet is. I just measured it myself.
You can do both at the same time. You know?
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
I'm gonna throw one of my daggers at him using the green flame blade I get as well from being a sorcerer.
Okay.
Okay, so I get. Hold on, let me just double check with my dagger. Okay,
He
so
doesn't stab me or.
that does not hit. So now I'm gonna throw my other dagger at him, doing the same thing.
Wait, you failed.
Maybe.
Because you won't be able to use the green flame blade then.
The green flames go onto the dagger.
Yeah, but it's an action to cast it.
No, it's not. It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip,
And
but
when I'm using,
as part
No,
of the
but when I'm
action to
using-
cast the spell, you make the attack.
yes, and I can do it. It goes automatically with my dagger. Like if I pull up my dagger, it says it's a green flame blade. They go together.
Are you sure? Did you read the description of the spell?
I don't need to. Yes, I have read the description of the spell, but I have also opened up my dagger for an attack under my actions tab, and it says green flame blade.
That might just be my... Yeah, that's added when you cast the spell. That's my bad. But the spell wording says, as part of an action, when you cast the
Yeah.
spell.
As part of an action, attacking's an action.
But you can only attack once with an
But
action.
I get 2 attacks per attack, according to my thingy. Yes, please. 2 weapon fighting. And that's a bonus action.
Look at it, attacks per action.
When you take the attack action and attack with a melee weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack.
Mm-hmm. So can I throw my second dagger or not?
You can throw your second dagger, but it won't have the green flame blade.
Fine! Jesus! Can I throw it?
Yes, throw it, please!
God!
Can I point out that you've only got one dagger equipped?
I've got... shit! Leet!
No, it's fine. It's technicality, you forgot to equip both.
Through the internet and slap you.
Throw your second dagger, please.
I already did it, it missed.
Okay, so 2 daggers go whirling past the stunned. It would be at an advantage, it's stunned. Reroll those.
I hate you. I want you to know that.
How do you shake your fist at God?
Now
Well, I
Crystal
got
can
a
use it
19
against
on
you.
one of them.
Sorry, say that again?
Got a 19 on one of them
We'll
and the other one doesn't.
say that the 19 is for the first attack that has green flame blade, so you don't hate me anymore. Roll your damage for green
How
flame
kind
blade.
of you.
Green frame, right? Did you say?
2d8 fire damage. Along with the 1d4 for the dagger.
One d4 plus 1, thank you very much. Six damage.
In total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much was the dagger damage?
5. I don't remember now. I've thrown them all back in the thing. 3?
3. Okay, so that's halved to 1. The fire damage is full though. So it was 8 damage in total. 7 damage?
It was
3.
6 damage in total.
6 damage in total, so then the fire damage would be 3. Okay. Cool. 1 dagger lands in the knoll and erupts in green flames, burning across the outside of its hair, scorching some of it.
Nice.
Okay, that brings us to the dead knoll, so it's not its turn anymore. Despair, you're up.
Yay! Can't do that. It's an action, isn't it?
Bullet.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds is an action.
How long does this thing stay stunned for?
Until the end of Lark's next turn.
So will I have another turn?
Unless it's stunned again, no.
I probably won't stand it again. I'm down to my last key. Running low.
He's in range of me, right? Lark.
Lark is right next to you.
Yep.
So... I'm gonna touch Lark.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Utada.
Utada. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1.
Yeah.
So that
It's like
will
a
be
healing back on my head.
1d8 plus 4. Which is a d8.
The 8-sided one. These ones.
Ah. Why am I sucking at this rolling thing? 3 plus 4 is
7.
7.
7 points of healing to Lark. To Utada.
Utada.
Okay. That brings us to...
What did I do? My
Oh wait, you are gonna get a new extra turn. It's still stunned. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you go just before him. So he'll miss this turn coming forwards.
Yeah. So you will get
Yeah.
another turn before him.
Okay, and I will see what can I do in the bonus actions. I can only cast spells. Okay, bye.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Alright. I forget the name. Utada. You're next. Ash
Alright.
is next.
Wait. Oh, I'm next, and then
Yeah,
Ash.
then Ash is on deck.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna punch the guy in the face again. Using my
Alright.
unarmed strike. Oh, that's not a good one. That's a 10.
Yeah, that misses. You connect with one of his bone plates.
Okay, this one's a 19.
That hits.
Yes. Okay, and 6. Damn
Okay.
it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna slap him with my other arms. I'm using the arms of Astral Self.
Okay.
Punch him a bunch. So that's it's pretty much the same thing actually. They'll do the same amount of damage. It seems really impressive because I'm using like psychic arms, but the first one misses because I knew all this like, wow, this is getting real bad, real fast. Come on, I missed that one too.
You can't use it. You need to spend 2 key points as a bonus action to summon the arms.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go with Flurry of Blows instead.
Yeah.
That one doesn't need key, right? Yeah.
You need to spend 1 key point for Flurry of Blows, yeah.
I'm strike then.
What?
So, I'm strike. Gonna just punch him again. That one still misses. That's a natural 20.
That hits.
Yes. Okay. Cool. And 7 damage. 14, but I guess 7 because he's still in rage, isn't he?
Yeah. Has anyone been
damage.
keeping track of how many turns it's been? It's been like 5, I think.
Something like that.
Alright, this berserker looks battered and bruised, but still, raring to go. Ash, unless you want to move away.
No, I'll stay where I am. Oh, do you want to move away?
No, I'm good.
Alright,
I'll
Ash.
stay where I am. I'm going to throw a second level Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Wait, how much did this guy heal me again?
7, right? 7 points.
Cool. I just need to drop that in.
Ah, I still get advantage, do I?
He is stunned, so you would get advantage. So would Lark have, by the way.
Okay, cool.
No,
Then it's 15. I don't remember what I get plus on it. I think it's 6.
Plus 6, yeah.
Okay, so 21.
21 hits.
I'll roll a d8 to see what
2d8s, 2d6.
damage type it is.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's 3D. Oh, yeah, it's 2d6. Yeah, because I'm taking the spell. So first let me roll the d8 to see what damage type it is.
Alright.
And it is poison.
Poison again.
Yeah. Can't help it if I'm popular. Okay, 2d6. D8. Alright. Oh, my 2d8s hit the same roll, so I should be allowed to jump it to another person, but there aren't any other people, are there?
No enemies,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
there are people.
18, 20, 21 damage.
21 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna have Lark reroll those missed attacks, but it's not really necessary when
it did.
you hit this thing in the middle of its chest and it starts bleeding from the nose and the eyes and the ears. It starts hacking up all sorts of fluids as it drops to its knees and then drops to the side. Partly in the fire, starts to ignite a little.
Last time it was her.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to watch. I'm going to start looking for my knives I threw away.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
So all the monsters are dead?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look around the campsite.
okay. Where do you want to look?
Oh, look at these sacks over there.
Okay, roll an investigation check with the sacks. Right, so combat is over.
Popped.
There's
Yeah.
a slightly smouldering corpse and a lot of dead corpses lying around. Dead corpses, as opposed to all the other kind of corpses you get.
I only got 10 on finding my daggers.
19.
Okay, Hex, you find one of your daggers implanted in a tree.
Cool. Oh, wait, didn't the other one hit him?
That's true. So you find the other one in his slightly smouldering corpse.
I forgot that it hit him.
To be fair, you were pretty angry at the time.
I was extremely angry. I don't like being confused, especially when I'm tired.
And you rolled, sorry?
16 I rolled then.
Right, it doesn't take you long to open these sacks and find just a bunch of rotting meat inside.
Ugh.
Lovely.
What's in a tent?
I can't
In the tents, you find some furs and some more little marble chunks and statues, and you gather that they're probably taking little knickknacks and trophies they find inside the temple.
Do they look valuable?
Roll a... I don't know, what would this be? An investigation check, I guess, on value.
Like historic.
They're like broken off pieces of marble and stuff. Dented. This is a pretty old temple.
I don't know.
At least
What do
we're
you roll?
gonna stop in a little bit because we gotta go down to Howick.
One.
Also, the load should have supposed to be at 2.
That's true.
Yeah, they're pretty valuable, you think. Sorry, say that again?
We're gonna have to stop real soon because we gotta go down to Howick still. The load shedding's at 2.
Oh,
It's been
jeez,
an hour.
okay. Okay. Are we reaching a point where we can probably take a pause?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do from here?
Short rest.
Right.
Loot the body!
Would you
Is
like
there
to loot the
anything cool in there?
bodies?
I would.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
gonna
an
do
investigation
that.
check.
I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna see if I can meditate.
Okay.
While you guys figure
We can
it
say
out.
that while you're doing this, you guys are taking a short rest.
Cool.
My investigation is 21.
21. So you don't find much on like the regular knoll. On the big guy though, you do find his little knickknacks and pieces, and there's a few like copper and silver coins in there. You gather that maybe some of the rotting meat you found wasn't animal, if he's got these coins. But you do find something strange. On him, wrapped around his neck, is a chain, and at the end of the chain is a 6-pronged key type metal case, or yeah, it's a key. You find a key around his neck with 6 prongs to it.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah.
And you get 3
No,
silver
that-
pieces off of the berserker.
I politely hand 1 silver piece to each of my companions.
No, thank you. Let me go and fetch that. Hang on.
Cool, now
Great,
you only
thanks.
need 19,999 more silver
One day,
to pay off your debt.
or
No.
8 more to pay off one day.
93. Right, so you guys have taken your short rest. If any of you need to heal, you can roll hit dice.
I'm gonna do that. D20. Oh, wait, hit dice.
No, it's you can roll up to 5 d8s and replenish
Oh,
those.
I want some spell slots back. Is that doable?
Sorry?
If I take a short rest,
Yeah.
is that what we do? Okay.
You keep breaking up whenever you get to your point.
That's bad timing.
So the only people who really benefit from short rest will be Mog, who gets back her wild shapes, which he hasn't used, and Lark, who gets back his key points.
Yay!
You
I
don't get
any-
spell slots back from a short rest.
And I don't and sorcerer points.
Any sorcerer... Oh, do you get sorcerer points back? Let me check. Short rest. Does not look like it.
Cool.
Okay, I managed to get back like 26 hit points from that rest as well.
6 spell
That's really impressive. Yeah,
Get your traits.
good.
How do you get
I'm
sorcerer
back to full
points?
health. It was like nobody ever beat me up.
Fastest that you regain. Oh, when you finish a long rest, you get back sorcerer points.
6 plus 9.
What are you counting? What?
My health.
Oh, okay. Did you need help? Oh, you did.
I had to use 4 of my dice to do it fully. 4 of my short rest things.
Okay, so your short rest is over, and the temple lays before you.
Alright. I checked in there earlier and there didn't seem to be anything hanging around, as far as I could see. But it was fairly low light and I had good vision, dark vision. I don't always trust my good dark vision.
Well, I'm gonna
We're
take
gonna
a
go
look
in?
again.
Okay, you look in, and you pretty much see the same thing that Utadar saw. In the center of the room, there's a circular table type thing, just like a cut stone into a circular table. There's some rubble lying around in there. There's some pillars holding up what's left of the roof. Now that you can actually take some time to look in, though, you see some kind of mural on the walls as well, though. But the room is pretty much empty.
There isn't any lock in there that needs a 6-prong key, perchance?
Not that you can see from the doorway.
We're gonna have to go in. Do they want to do like sense trap or check for traps or something?
How strong are you guys?
Not particularly. I depend on my speed more than my strength.
You, sad girl,
Mm-hmm.
are you strong?
Well, I can take a good beating,
As in strength, though.
but I'm not very
But
strong.
can you drag one of these knoll corpses to the door and throw it into the temple to see if it catches on fire? Because I can't.
No, I can't. But if I
Anyone can try.
We can make it a group effort.
Yeah, if all of you try, you can try with advantage.
Which one looks the smallest?
Probably this one.
I can find traps, but I casted a second level, and I have I expended 2 spell slots already in second level.
So yeah, I would
That's
say
fine.
that one of you would lead the endeavor, but all 3 of you can try, and then whoever's leading it will make the strength check at advantage to throw the body in.
Okay.
Okay, well, it should not be me.
I'll give it a try. And I'll slowly use my dexterity instead of strength for this.
No, this is
As
a
monks.
this is a strength.
Yeah, strength. Jesus. Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Can we just not do it as a group?
You can not do it as a group, but then it's just a straight roll, one person rolling.
No, I mean, can we do it as a group?
Yeah, you can do it as a group, but then someone's leading it, and then they will roll at advantage.
So my
Oh,
strength
I
is
got a
plus
natural
1.
20.
Ooh!
Natural 20. So yeah, you guys
Yeah.
very easily, each one of you take like an arm and one leg,
Sweet.
and you swing 1, 2, 3, and you throw this thing in with a lot more force than you thought you would, and it hits the cut stone table with a splat, as it then like slides down, leaving a trail. But other than that, nothing.
Well, it seems okay.
Cool. I'm gonna wander in cautiously.
Okay, so you wandering cautiously, alone.
Anyone joining me? No?
Well, I'm waiting to see what happens to you first.
Wow.
Okay, so in you wander, and you get a better look around. You can see like where the gnolls have been picking the pieces off of like walls and little statues. There's a lot of chipping marks away at walls. You do get a better look at the murals on the wall, though. And on the left side of the wall, there's depiction of 2 cloaked figures in white cloaks. The right wall, 2 cloaked figures in black cloaks. And then on the far wall from where you entered, it's 2 figures facing each other, one in white, one in black. You take a look at the central table, and it's, I mean, as circle as you can get from carving stone. And the stone is kind of divided into 6 pieces, almost like a 6-piece pizza type of thing put together. And there's like etchings on the stone table in each one of these sections. Etchings with slight paint marks on there, but the paint's kind of weared away. But you basically see the depiction of a sun with a path going towards it. There's a skull with red droplets of blood circling it. Those 2 on opposite ends. Then the other 2 opposite ends, there is a 3 stars in a triangular formation. 3 6-sided stars, pointed stars. On the other end is a black circle with a purple perimeter going around it, like another purple ring going around the black circle. And the last
Okay.
2 are the depiction of a very beautiful red-headed woman, and opposite to that is a cat o' nine's whip. And there's these etchings onto the stone table. in the center of this table, though, you do notice a keyhole, almost, with six like pronged keyhole type thing.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, found a table, some cryptic stuff. I don't know if you all want to take a look at this. I can't really translate the symbols and stuff, but we could certainly put a key here, I think. I think it'll do
give it a
nicely.
morally look.
Yeah, I'll come in and have a look.
And then the cage comes down. Also, hello, banana soy boy. Welcome to the stream. With the
What do I roll?
Hmm?
To know what these so I know what these symbols mean.
History or religion check if you want to try ascertain what the symbols are.
I'm gonna do with their religion.
Where's my notebook? Otherwise, I don't know what these symbols are.
12.
12. From your various readings, you recognize these as symbols of different deities. You know
I got
that.
a 16 on religious check as well.
Okay, so Despair, you can't really recall what each one of these symbols represent. As you know that there's many gods in the pantheon, each one having their own symbol and own religion and way of life, but you can't really recall. I forgot your name. Ashley, you recognize the symbols. You know that the sun, the setting sun with the path, is the symbol of the morning lord, Lathander. You know that the 3 stars is the joybringer, Lyra, sorry. You know that the beautiful red-headed woman is the Lady of Love, Suni. You know that the skull with the red droplets is Bahal, the Lord of Murder. You know that the black circle represents Shah, the Mistress of Night. And you know that the whip represents the Maiden of Pain, Laureata. But you don't really know what their domains are. You can't recall much beyond recognizing the gods behind the symbols.
God things.
Cool.
I can name them, but I really don't know if it'll mean anything to anybody.
Well, whatever is in this thing must have to do with that.
Probably worth more than 2,400 gold.
You think so? One way to find out. Who has the key?
I do.
Do you want to try open this thing?
I really don't. I think we should go and get the petticoat man and make him open it.
That makes sense.
Sad lady,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, if we get that guy, we can't, like, rummage this place or something, you know, ransack any other valuables that there might be here. We only have to give him the artifact.
Also a very good point.
I don't know if I want to ransack this place. That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Well, you no longer get a vote. Sad lady, I agree with you.
I'm gonna get a fight. Oh well.
I'm not doing your girls.
You already have.
Ah,
We're a guild now.
ah.
So what you doing?
I mean,
Alright.
do we see anything else other than these markings on the table?
No, it's just those.
Shall we be those people who just stick a key in a lock? Should we just do that?
Should I? I don't want to waste a spell slot, but I can check for traps.
No, let's just do it.
Are you sure?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. You're a terribly sad person. Let's do it.
Die.
I'm optimistic.
Sure. Maybe we can turn this table.
You want to try?
Yeah, I'll stick the key in the lock.
Where's the symbols
Okay.
facing?
Symbols are just there. They don't seem to be pointing in anything in particular. But it's very The structure is like the sun, opposite the sun is the skull. Then it's the face, opposite the face is the whip. Then there's the stars, opposite the stars is the black circle. It's the only discernible pattern you can get from it.
No buttons on this table.
No, the only thing other than those symbols is the keyhole, which the key is currently in.
Oh.
Because Ash just put the key in.
Oh.
This contains it. Ancient text.
The Null Berserker had it as a trophy.
Oh.
Do you turn the key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna step
You
back.
turn the key, and there's a click, followed by a... as you look from the far end of the... from the entrance, and the mural depicting the two cloaked figures facing each other in the black and the white, you notice now a very slight break in the wall, as the doors, or the walls now open inwards from turning the key. As you take a closer look, the walls flying open have revealed a staircase going down into darkness.
Oh. I was hoping that the thing was just going to be right there. But nope, they had to build a secret staircase. I would have done the same thing. Can't be that angry if I'm honest.
Is there any rocks?
I mean, there's rubble all over the ground.
You think we should throw a rock down?
Yeah, or tumble the corpse, one of the two. Rock's probably better, I guess, because if there's something down there, I don't think that's as much as it hurts.
I don't know.
Let's try to skip a rock.
Okay,
Go for it.
I'm gonna tumble a rock.
Okay, you tumble a probably fist-sized piece of the rubble from the caved-in ceiling. And
Wait.
yes?
Dude's fist size or a regular person's fist size?
I'm not doing it.
A regular person, not a short person.
Okay.
Wow.
As the stone tumbles further down the stairs, it gets quieter and quieter until you hear at the bottom of the staircase.
Anything?
Yeah, nothing else
That's
after
like-
that.
Very good.
Do we get a corpse?
No, you can get a corpse.
No, it's just use the same corpse again.
Sure, make a
Reduce
strength
period-
check.
Has it, who's gonna? Who has the highest strength?
You do, Mog.
Do I?
Yeah.
Athletics.
I got a natural 20.
Strength, straight strength.
You're so good
Straight
at checking corpses.
My strength
Five
is
or-
+1.
Yeah, there's a 0 and -1.
Oh.
The person with
Doesn't
-1 manned the check last time.
Okay, I don't mind manning the check.
Okay, strength check with advantage, Mog,
What?
Oh my god,
Oh, because of
because they're helping you.
they're not potential.
That's fine.
I need to got it.
What do you get?
7.
7. So because there's 3 of you, there's no...
Kill a man.
Because there's 3 of you, there's no real problem lifting this corpse. It's really the lobbing of it that's the problem. You throw it and it lands basically on the first step down. And then there's just like this disgusting mess of as it falls maybe like a third of the way down the stairs and stops. Yes.
Lark rolled before she did, and he rolled a natural 20, and we've been yelling this at you
I have not
for
heard
fucking
that.
5
Okay.
minutes.
So, you guys went quiet for a while, I'm just saying. So, that's what would have happened if I didn't show you. But no, you guys lobbed this corpse almost too hard and it hits the roof on the way down. To then hit the ground with a massive thump and splat, but still carrying enough momentum that it rolls to the bottom of the staircase and further. The staircase, mind you, is going about 60 feet down, so with your dark vision you can see the bottom of the staircase and you see the corpse roll beyond your vision. And still nothing. No sounds coming from down there.
Shall we just go check it out?
Let's go down.
How do you roll natural 20s twice for a strength check of throwing corpse?
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
his special skill.
Somehow.
Okay,
Where was this when I was fighting the barbarian? I don't know.
so you guys go downstairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
The only way to go.
You go down. At the bottom, you find the trail left behind by the corpse sliding from its momentum. And you find a long passageway going beyond your dark vision. Nothing really noticeable here except for the murals on both sides of the hallway, now depicting the same cloaked figures from the room above, but in certain like action type scenes, you know, how, like murals depict stories type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, and it
But
basically depicts in like very simplified, because you know I'm not good at painting pictures with words. It shows like the three figures coming together and almost as if doing battle at one point, and then stopping and like communing about something, and then splitting off but staying, you know, observant. That's basically what this is depicting. If anyone who is proficient in religion or history would like to make a check to see if they can determine what this is.
I'll take a check.
I'm not proficient. I could take an unskilled check.
It will be higher DC, but you can. What do you get?
21.
Mog?
Apparently, I roll high on unskilled religion check.
Religion. I rolled a
You're gonna-
9, but my religion is +6, so
Okay, so yeah, you both... One of you, Mog, or
15.
Tiefling called Despair, remembering the images upstairs and seeing this displayed, it comes back to you what this story is. And basically a stroke of genius, Aisling. You put the pieces together, and very quickly you start recalling the story of the fable of life and death. And it's a very old, very removed type of story of creation. Now you know that there's plenty of stories of creation. Every god seems to have their own one, so there's not really a known story. But this one tells of 3 gods of creation and 3 gods of destruction. Life and death, basically, coming together when the first mortals came onto the prime material plane. And the gods of life wanted these mortals to live forever like them. The gods of death felt like they were beneath the gods and wanted them dead, so they did battle over the souls of the mortals. And when it was discovered that their fighting was doing more damage to the prime material plane, they came to the decision that they would rather split up the lifespan of mortals. So the mortals would be allowed to live, but after a time they would be claimed by death until they were claimed by life again, basically a story of reincarnation. Piecing together the stories, or the symbols up top, you know that the gods of life were led by Lathander, the Morning Lord, who's a god of rebirth. And following him were Lyra and Suni. And the gods of death were led by Bahal, the Lord of Murder, and his followers were Shah and Lorvita.
Okay, so I will recite all of this to my companions whilst taking a rope out of my bag and tying it securely around the corpse.
Okay.
This poor corpse.
We're just gonna drag it with us.
Yeah, that's useful.
It's gonna smell.
Everything
Yes,
here smells.
I mean, that's true.
Right. So tying up this corpse, dragging it along as you're pointing out the different parts of the mural and what they depict, and recounting the story, you reach the end of the mural and the end of the passageway. At the end of the passageway, it branches off left and right, far beyond your dark vision. But right ahead of you, you see this.
Wow, is this a good time to tell you that I don't have dark vision?
Fuck, you're a human! You had a torch on you the whole time! You see this right ahead of you.
That's like a.
So the path branches off 3 ways, left, right, and right ahead of you. Right ahead of you, you are up here basically. Where are your characters gone?
I don't know.
Crap, okay, hold on. You are here. You are beyond the darkness, but you see the passageway leads up here, and then everything that's black you can't see because it's outside of your field of view.
Yeah.
But there's an empty doorway, you're not there. You're beyond... This is a passageway that you're looking into. So it's a doorway, and this is what you see through the doorway. A stairway going up, and then a pedestal at the top of the stairs. On the pedestal you see a book.
I smell a trap.
Did we lose them again? Are they shouting at me right now?
No, we're here.
Okay, cool.
Hex has to talk to Dad quick. Because
Okay.
we're supposed to be going shortly.
Yeah,
we
we're
might
pretty
have-
much gonna end here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And mistake. Hex, come back, mistake.
Next time has been betraying me. Should have used a different time. I have a strong suspicion of a trap here.
You're probably not the only one who thinks that. Okay, going to the chat quick. Are you guys seriously still in that wall? No, what? Not wall. Also, Banana Soy Boy was here saying lurk and just getting breakfast.
Oh, I said hello to him.
Oh, okay, cool.
I might have missed him.
Vote for Fennekin.
Hmm?
You just see in the chat. Well, now we're in the room.
Where is that fucking thing? I really should have organized my notes properly.
Should've, would've, could've.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
It's difficult to keep things organized with DM. You got all the like monsters and things at all different places.
So guys, that berserker knoll.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Huh?
What were you thinking?
He did like 1d4 bite damage and 1d8 claw damage. She was just rolling so freaking high. I was getting like 7 or 8 on each claw strike.
Hex is back, shall we finish up?
Yeah, so that's basically what you see ahead of you.
Yeah, Hex might have missed that part, so
Okay, so you are beyond that, towards this direction. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. That way.
You
But
can undo it.
off screen, kind of. So like you're standing in a doorway, and past the doorway is what you're seeing. There's a staircase going up, a pedestal at the top of the staircase with a book sitting on the pedestal. Everything that's black right now is beyond your field of vision.
Corpse.
we'll see.
Shall we use the corpse?
We could try to put the corpse on the pedestal.
No, oh, well, I meant like lobbing it in the room to see if we activate any floor traps or something.
The answer is to always use the corpse.
Using the corpse?
Okay, so you throw the corpse. Strength check.
I need to go.
Is Lark hitting this one?
Yeah, he threw it for 13 plus whatever his strength
13.
is.
So you throw this corpse, but it doesn't go very far as it hits an invisible barrier in the doorway. The invisible barrier then very quickly becomes visible as the shimmering purple energy, which covers the entire doorway. Also being revealed are 2 symbols in the doorway, which look like this, kinda. Shut up, Mog! I'm trying my best! Like that.
Okay, that's
On either side of the doorway. Here and here. anyone proficient in... just whoever's magic user, roll Arcana check.
Yep.
Arcana. 20. Roll. No. How do you call it?
20, that's
Modified
fine.
20.
Yeah. So, you recognize these symbols as warding type magical symbols, being those of a barrier. These symbols don't look like the source of the magical barrier, though, more like its anchor. So, in front of you is a magical barrier with 2 anchor points. To your left and right are 2 passageways leading deeper into the dungeon.
No, I got 18.
You would pretty much get that as well. But yeah, we can end here on this cliffhanger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll carry on with this one next week.
Alright.
I really like.
It's okay. Okay, cool. Right.
Alright,
We
well...
will still be in this apartment, luckily.
Yeah, we will be. Which one?
Maybe not. Because the people are gonna come check the apartment.
On the 23rd?
Oh shit. 23rd.
Next week's the 23rd.
Whew, it's fine, you'll still be here.
Okay, yeah, so we'll pick this up next week. Thank you for sitting through this. For those of you who are still here. Looks like Jammy is. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll see you
Continue
guys
this.
next stream, I guess.
Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, yay.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See you next time, I guess.